Get ready for the final game of this year's 3A tournament. And I'll tell you what, Devin's going to be hard to beat some of the other games that have been played in this tournament. But welcome, Mike McGarry, Devin Dixie, and Andy Griffin will be joining us here in just a few moments. But what was it? Just a little over a week ago, 16 teams had high hopes. 2 now with a chance.
Yeah, again, congratulations to the Snow Canyon Lady Warriors for our audience joining us on ESPN Radio St. George. They have done it 58-54. Shaylee Reed, 27 points. Madison Mooring, 16 points. They were behind until about the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. And then it was seesaw back and forth, and they make some clutch free throws down the stretch, and they win it by shooting 52% from the field in the second half. And congrats to Coach Roden and the staff. Warriors on top of the 3A girls basketball world.
Yeah, what a job. I got here. I listened to part of it as I was driving up. I got here and watched a good last quarter there, and it was just one of those games that could have gone either way. And right there toward the end, the Lady Warriors really pulled it out. Just an excellent job. I'm looking at stats right now, and the Warriors outscored the Lady Reds of Cedar in the second half, 36-28. That's powerful going down the stretch.
Yeah. And it was fun. I mean, I said it earlier, it was a game in which nobody deserved to lose as we officially welcome you into our locker room pregame show. We're going to have a nice long pregame show, which is unusual in the state setting. They're still out there cutting out the net, so we've got a lot of time to break down Juan Diego and Dixie on the boys' side coming up here next up. But it'll be fun. I expect a similar type game in this next one. A lot of Cedar fans cleared out, waiting for hopefully some Dixie fans to still file in. It should be a pro-Dixie Flyer crowd just 45 minutes north of St. George.
Yeah, earlier in the tournament, I imagine there's maybe a few more for Juan Diego, but there was not a ton of Juan Diego fans, and I'm not putting them down. I'm just saying they're the ones that have to travel 250 miles south down the freeway, but there wasn't a ton of them there. The South, but that's why they go back and forth between the South and the North every couple of years, so that the fans will have a chance to get there. Here at the SUU, it has been decidedly, as you said, a Southern Utah flavor.
Yeah, no doubt, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens in this boys game coming up. I mean, 2 well-coached teams, 2 teams that have had state championship on their mind. Yeah, they had to get through the region, and yeah, there was a lot of one game at a time talk, but from the beginning of the season, both Dixie boys, Juan Diego boys felt like they were state championship material, especially for Dixie because they came so close, losing that heartbreaker by 3 points in the Maverick Center last year to the Pineview Panthers.
You know, and I heard you and Chris in that the wind up on the women's game today, but there's a lot of truth to that. I mean, if you get that close and you have a bunch of guys coming back, they don't forget. They know the feeling, but they also remember that pain in the heart right there that says we got right there and couldn't quite get over the hump. And that doesn't guarantee them a win, but I'll tell you what, in today's world with all the things that go on and the possibilities to come back to the tournament and even have any kind of a chance of going back to the championship game, that says a lot about your program.
I'm still watching some great moments. It's a photo moment. They got about 2 minutes left to finish up their photo moments down there. Snow Canyon girls all huddling in, holding on to that state championship trophy. And again, memories made. And
yeah,
this is state championship Saturday, and everybody went to bed last night dreaming about this moment, dreaming about these pictures after the game. And for Snow Canyon, that dream has come true. And Juan Diego or Dixie will enjoy that same feeling here in a couple hours.
Now, you mentioned these are 2 great teams. These are 2 teams that have had a lot of thought, going forward, looking at this game here today. But the makeup of these 2 teams, I think, is kind of exciting and fun to take a look at. They both have some pretty good, exciting players, and I'm talking particularly, we mentioned, of course, Tyler Bennett averaging 21 points a game. But then you look at Juan Diego, you got a couple of guys in Malik Fagan Foster. And I remember him from a year ago, but he was even better than I remembered the other night when I watched him. He really took over. Avery Ames averaging 13 a game. These are the 2 guys that really lead and guide Juan Diego.
You guys aren't talking about the girls anymore, but I got to tell you, I made 3 people cry just now. I'm kind of proud of that. Now, they were tears of joy, Snow
well,
Canyon winning the championship. I interviewed Shaylee Reed, Matt Mooring, and Coach Roden. They all started bawling when I asked them certain questions, but they were tears of joy, and congratulations to the Lady Warriors.
Hey, they deserve every bit of congratulations.
What a great game, huh?
What it was. And quickly on that, Chris, of course, who calls the games for Cedar, and he did the game just a few moments ago along with Devin. I just said, it was a great game, fun to watch. Lightning doesn't strike twice usually, and Cedar had to have lightning strike last night just to get into the game and came that close to winning it. But anyway, that's the way the ball bounces, as they say.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, Shaylee Reed was simply phenomenal, willing this team to win. Andy, I know you had a story on Maddie Mooring and how she's been sick, but, I mean, she gutted it out with 16 points as well.
I asked her, I said, how is your body right now, Matt? And she says, I got nothing left. I can't walk. It's empty. My body is dead. And that's what you like to hear, though, from a player. And you get that from someone like Matt Mooring, who she literally gave every ounce she had, and she ran. She was sitting on the ground when I interviewed her. She couldn't get up. And, it kind of remember Steve Young winning the Super Bowl after all those years of being a backup and stuff, and he ended up having to get IVs and stuff just to stay alive because he'd spent every ounce of energy he had. And
it's a good thing for adrenaline, is it not?
Yes, adrenaline saved the bacon. Absolutely. So, and then Shaylee Reed, you mentioned her. Career highs in 3 out of the last 4 games for her. Talk about stepping up at the right time of year. Shaylee Reed, unbelievable. She'll be the tournament MVP, I guarantee.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That would get my vote.
Well, if they don't get that, I'm going after them. I got them.
Well, we'll just make up our own award, right? That's Trucking step in and help us out a little bit?
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Let's turn it up once again. There's still plenty of time here in the pregame show because of the extended time between the two games here. But let's get back and take a look at Dixie versus Juan Diego. You got two, obviously, number one, you got 2 conference region championships, or champions. Dixie winning Region 9 and Juan Diego winning Region 11. You look at their records, and obviously the Flyers a little more glossy. I mean, they're 22-4 compared to 18-8, but I went back, like I'm sure you guys did, and looked at who they played, and I'm talking now about Juan Diego. They didn't play any slouches in the preseason. They took on some big guns.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I looked at as I was doing my power rankings and stuff. They were playing the best of the best. They were playing, and Dixie played Kearns, and they played Bishop Gordon. They played great teams, too. So we're not taking anything away from Dixie.
Right.
But Juan Diego went up, and, they're right in that Salt Lake Valley. So they get the Brightons, and they get the Binghams, and they get the Altas, and, Lone Peak is right there. And they're not afraid of anybody. They'll go out and play, and, they took some lumps. What do they have, 8 losses?
They did.
On the season? But you know what? It's gotten them to where they are right now, so I guess it worked, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ames and Fagan Foster both have D1 offers. I mean, these are 2 next-level kids. Dixie, for certain, has a next-level kid in Tyler Bennett. If he decides to play basketball, he's also one of the best soccer players in the state. But we're going to see some stars. To me, Guymon in the inside post game could be a big opportunity. Richard was a little intimidated yesterday. He had against the zone. He could have took some little baseline 8-10 footers. He would just kick it back out. The Thursday game, we saw him get wide open passes where he was able to come in a 2-handed slam. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see where this game is played. More on the perimeter, more inside, more up-tempo, more down-tempo. I'm sure both coaches will switch up a lot of different defenses in this game. It should be a great coaching chess match as well.
Yeah, and I think we got 2 pretty good coaches, too. I got to know Coach Trost a little bit the last few days interviewing him, and he's a sharp guy. You can tell that just talking to him for a couple of minutes. He is a sharp guy, and we know Ryan Cuff, one of the best coaches in the business at the high school level. Absolutely. Got state championships when he was up in northern Utah. In fact, I was talking with his brother Rob Cuff, who's the UHSAA director, and I said, when you watch a game like this, and this was right after the Dixie Bear River game, I said, do you miss it? He says, I can't tell you how bad I wanted to be out there coaching that basketball game. He says, but I'm getting too old for that.
Yeah. It is. I mean, you do get caught up in it. I actually had a couple of people come to me and as we got ready and says, hey, how was it going and just doing the game? You get a little excited once in a while. I go, listen, I may be old, but I'm not blind. I can see what's going on out there. It is a lot of fun. This is going to be a fun game, but I tell you what, I believe that both of these teams have a capability of taking off at any time during the game. Now, I'm not predicting that to happen. In fact, I would be more leaning to the other side. But they have offensive power. I watched Juan Diego the other night. And Ames against who'd they play?
Canyon View last night.
It was before that.
Desert Hills.
They played
Desert Hills. Ames had a great night. I mean, he was playing really strong. Not such a good night the other night, but they have other kids that can step up. Looking again, they've got 5 guys at 7 or better as far as scoring, with Malik Fagan-Foster leading the way.
And I got a lot of fear for Tan Isley.
Right.
He didn't play that well yesterday, but in the first round he was hitting from outside, and he is their three-point kind of the shooting specialist.
Well, him and Alstrom can hit it too, but I'm not sure Tan's going to be able to get too many good looks because of who's locking down on him, and that's, in my opinion, the best 3A on-ball defender, Malachi Otis. He got to some balls yesterday and got some jump balls and some nifty little reach-in steals with his quickness. I think Tan's got a really tough assignment today, don't you guys?
I do. I'd agree with you on that. And, we talked yesterday, and we've done Dixie all year long. Malachi Otis, I would say probably 50% of the time you pick up the stats after a game and you don't see half of what he did in the ball game because it's not in the stat list, but it's on the court.
And, Malachi takes his leadership role really seriously. He's a team captain. And I asked him, after yesterday's game, I said, you guys were behind, but you were able to hit a big three to help them come back, and then you made some huge free throws down the stretch. How were you able to elevate your play? And he said, you know what? These guys voted for me to be their team captain, and I felt like it was my responsibility to go out there and lead them to this comeback victory. He says, I didn't do it by myself, but I felt like I had to be out there and be a leader. And Malachi Otis is just that. He might be the littlest guy on the floor, but he doesn't have the smallest voice.
You know what's similar about these teams is their three-point shooting. Tyler Bennett's hit 30, Nate Crockett's hit 42, Connor Dykes has hit 24, so you're seeing some balance with the top 3 shooters for Dixie. 39 for Alstrom, 21 for Ames, 38 for Kitzman, and 49 for Tan. As you mentioned, he kind of leads that charge. So so it's not just one guy. Both teams have multiple guys that can hit the triple.
All right, let's take a break here as we continue here in the pregame show. The state championship game coming up in the boys division here, 3A from Cedar City. 2-minute break. We'll be back with more.
Is a good day to be alive in the STG. You would have lost your mind.
I could not believe he didn't. Southern Utah's connection to the world of sports is Sports Radio 97.7 ESPN. Southern Utah's home for the best in sports includes local and high school games, Dixie State University, the NBA's new look, Utah Jazz, plus the best of the National Football League with the worldwide presence of ESPN to the Devin Dixon Show every afternoon from 4 to 6.
In times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Centricom can help. We've got the business class services you need for less. With the fastest small business internet speeds available today, the reliability of 24-hour network monitoring and superior tech support, and our commitment to grow when you do with scalability that's both fast and flexible on our own fiber optic network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit Centricom.com today.
Logan Regional Orthopedics provides excellent care. All the resources available.
Having a full-service hospital so close is very helpful.
I think our level of caring and expertise set us apart.
We've stayed current, and we've demonstrated that we are certified.
We offer patients the ability to treat almost anything here in the Valley.
Everybody is committed to providing you the best quality of care to allow you to get back and doing the things that you want to do.
Logan Regional Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, healing for life.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with Centricom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Hi, welcome back. Here we are at Cedar City, inside the Spectrum here on the campus of Southern Utah University. We're still about 13, 14 minutes away from tip-off in this one. As is every year, every time we get around these kind of events, the play is elevated. The fans are here. The fever is running wild. and I knew it was going to be a big one because I came up a little bit later than usual. I think I parked 6 city blocks away from here just to get in. There's a lot of fans here. Good to see a lot of blue for the Dixie Flyers. Good to see Juan Diego again. They're in the dark blue and teal colors. So welcome to all the fans. Welcome to our viewers on the internet. Welcome to those listening in on 97.7 FM, as we really believe we got a heck of a game coming up here for everybody in a couple of minutes. It's really a great when we talk about the killer players, and we're going to see I think a Tyler Bennett and Malik Fagan-Foster and a couple of others. But we've mentioned so many times, Devin, that you don't win championships with one or two guys.
No, you really don't. I mean, guys like Caden Elzy, who only averages about 2 points a game, but anybody that's watched Region 9 basketball, especially from about January 5th on, knows that he has been getting better and better and more clutch and more minutes. I mean, he played about every minute of every JV game, and now here he is out there last night starring and making some big plays down the stretch for his team. Guymon's an underclassman. His size is going to be a big factor in this game. Zach Hara came in and gave him some good minutes last night. What a football season he had. He's the only football guy on this entire team other than some underclassmen like Peyton Wilgar that don't see a lot of varsity time. It's going to be interesting to see a number of things. Can Juan Diego consistently keep Malachi Otis, Caden Elzy, and Tyler Bennett out of the middle? Because, again, I keep stressing getting to the middle because good things happen for Dixie when they get to the middle. That's probably my number one Camping World key to this game. Appreciate those guys. 1500 South Hilton Drive, Camping World, your adventure awaits. The other thing that's going to be interesting is can Juan Diego get to the foul line consistently? We've seen Fagan-Foster, Ames, some of these guys. They really know how to dip the shoulder, take the contact, get and one opportunities. If they get to the foul line quite a bit in this game, watch out. I know in that Desert Hills game back on Thursday, they made a living at the foul line, Mike.
Absolutely. In fact, I was just going back to take a look at that. I think combined in the fourth quarter alone, there was 12 to 13 free throws between each one of those guys, or with each one of them hit that many. I want to take your keys to the game and kind of flip-flop it. I think that getting to the middle is very, very important for Juan Diego. And you mentioned Malik Fagan-Foster is just so strong, and he's very, very quick. He's a big, tough kid to deal with, but he's able to get in and really push it a lot of times, and he did that the other night in their victory. I like the way he goes inside. And then you got a J.D. Alstrom, as you guys have mentioned, and a Kitzman and Tan who can pop from the outside. So they're the complete package.
The other Camping World key, I think, for both teams is handling pressure. Both teams can really get up and on-ball defend. They can really get up into a three-quarter court press or a trapping half-court press. We've seen the Flyers extend out to full court a lot this year. Both teams are very good around the perimeter. Dixie runs that high weave, and if you extend and press, they can do the blow-by and beat you off the bounce. So I think keeping in front is going to be huge, and handling the defensive pressure. That's what really cost Bear River. They couldn't handle Dixie's pressure down the stretch in the fourth quarter last night, and that fueled that monster fourth quarter for the Flyers.
As we're talking about the keys, let me ask you guys this. Third game in 3 days. It's an early game after a late night game last night. How much is fatigue a factor?
I think there it is a little bit, but for you and I, we feel fatigue a little easier than a 17, 18-year-old kid. These guys recover pretty well. They hydrate well.
I felt fatigue walking up the stairs to get here to the TV booth. So,
but they're so well conditioned now. I mean, times have really changed. These kids work so hard in the weight room and the conditioning. I don't think if you ask Tyler Bennett right now and Fagan-Foster, are you 100%? They would both say yes, sir. And they would really look at you in the eye, and I would believe it. I don't think now in the fourth quarter.
I was going to say sometimes your body betrays you.
If the legs let up on a jumper and you leave a couple short, I think early on we'll know if there is a factor, but I don't think we're going to know going in. And I think these two teams are pretty good shape, to be quite frank.
And to address that question, I think as we've seen in many games, if you are behind and have to continually battle back, I think that's where the fatigue factor really will and could come in, because that takes a lot of energy. So that's a real key for these teams both, to at least keep themselves in the game so you don't have to keep coming from behind and spending all that energy.
Yeah, remember Dixie had to press the entire second half against Bear River yesterday. Juan Diego, though, they press all game, every game. In fact, I asked Coach about that. I said, was that just for the team you were playing? Or you go, oh, no, this is what we do. It's what we do.
And they do it well.
They must be in good shape.
Yeah, I think they are. All right, about 8 minutes or so away from tip-off in this one, state championship coming up. Well, we've talked about the players. We've talked about their abilities to shoot the ball, to move the ball. One more key I'd like to drop in, or one more note on this. I think Richard Guymon, to me, is going to be kind of an X factor in this one, because I don't know that other teams in this tournament have had a guy who's as big and as active as he is. Now, he's not perfect and great every time, but he really can get going. And I think if he can get inside, if he can get that movement across the baseline going, he will be a real factor in this game. He's just long enough and big enough that I think he's even going to give the likes of Fagan Foster and others a trouble.
Do you remember a few years ago, Snow Canyon went to the state tournament? I think it was actually when they were 4A, and they had Mickey, the 7-footer, and everybody said, oh, we're just going to go right at him. Well, he had 12 blocks in the first game in the state tournament. Now, Guymon's not quite that long, not quite that great a shot blocker, but he is good, and he has that innate ability to anticipate and get the shots. Well, I think maybe the biggest factor with Guymon, though, Mike, foul situation.
True.
Because he does pick up a lot of fouls in trying to block everyone's shot, and you know they're going to come crashing into him because that's what you do against shot blockers.
All right, let's take another 2-minute break. We'll be back more on the pregame show here as we get prepared for the state championship game. It's Juan Diego Dixie. We'll be back with more in 2.
For just $4, get a double cheeseburger, a spicy chicken sandwich, fries, and a Coke. It's the heavyweight champion of deals. The $4 Real Deal, only at Carl's Jr. All the flavors of a great steakhouse, now on a burger. The Steakhouse Thick Burger. Onion strings, blue cheese, and A1 sauce on 100% Black Angus beef. Only at Carl's Jr.
Is a good day to be alive in the STG. You lost your mind!
I could not believe he didn't. Southern Utah's connection to the world of sports is Sports Radio 97.7 ESPN. Southern Utah's home for the best in sports includes local high school games, Dixie State University, the NBA's new look, Utah Jazz, plus the best of the National Football League with the worldwide presence of ESPN to the Devin Dixon Show every afternoon from 4 to 6.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centricom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centricom.
Logan Regional Orthopedics provides excellent care. All the resources available.
Having a full-service hospital so close is very helpful.
I think our level of caring and expertise set us apart.
We've stayed current, and we've demonstrated that we are certified.
We offer patients the ability to treat almost anything here in the Valley.
Everybody is committed to providing you the best quality of care to allow you to get back and doing the things that you want to
do. Logan Regional Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, healing for life.
Inside the Centrum, Southern Utah University, Mike McGarry, Andy Griffin, Double D will be joining us here in a moment again as we get closer and closer to the tip-off in this one. A good-sized crowd. Not quite as big a crowd as you get when, when the teams are from Cedar City, but a lot of blue out there. Dixie traveled well, Andy.
I wanted to take the moment to dog Devin Dixon a little bit before he comes back. That guy, you ever go anywhere with him? He knows everyone, and everyone has to stop and talk to him about the game or whatever. It's amazing. Took 4 hours to get back over here from the other thing, everybody he knew.
Oh, he hasn't got his headset on. We can continue to dog him, man.
Dogging him, yeah.
It hasn't hurt. Yeah, I've been there, done that kind of a feel, I know. You're always sitting there.
I'm amazed. He went down to the floor just now to talk to some coaches and arrange some things, and I'm amazed he got back up here in less than 30 minutes because you know everyone. How'd you get up the thing without everyone stopping you?
Well, I bumped into Mike Bear, and I didn't know it. I brushed shoulders, And then I it kind of hurt. And I'm like, oh, that's Mike.
You bump into Bear, you will know it.
Yeah. I talked with Coach Cuff real quickly, and he said he's so excited for the kids for this opportunity. Some Sunrise Tire coaches' comments for you. And then I asked him, I said, we good for halftime today? Because we went deep in the tunnel yesterday. I couldn't get his comments because our wireless was cutting out. He said, absolutely. And you know what he mentioned? He's like, I'm so proud. It's going to be a little short halftime, but we're going to watch our academic All-Staters get awards because there's 4 Dixie Flyers garnishing that award.
That's like half the entire all-academic team. They're wearing blue and white. It's amazing.
More than any other school in the state, boys or girls. There's a couple with 3. Flyers have 4. Only school in the state.
Let's name them. Zach Hara, Ty Bennett,
James Eardley, Nate Crockett,
and Nick. Amazing. And you know what? They're all integral parts of the team.
I was going to say that's a base for a basketball team. I'll take
you put me out there with those 4, and we're still going to win games.
Well, I'm not going that far.
As long as they don't let me shoot.
Yeah, really. They don't throw you the ball, huh? All right, well, final thoughts, of course, coming up here as we get closer and closer now to tip-off in this one. In fact, the Soaring Eagle have left the court. They're already back down going through some final discussions there. Flyers are out there.
I want to say one last thing about Guymon, too. Fagan Foster is really good. He's very talented.
Yes.
He's quicker than most posts, but he's not that big. I mean, I stood next to him. I was 2 or 3 inches taller than him. I'm looking down on him. I think Guymon, if he stays out of foul trouble, can really bother that guy's game, can really be a factor in trying to slow him down because he's good. Don't get me wrong, he's good, but Guymon is long and a good defensive player.
They do have a little bit more size, but they don't. There's some of the role guys on the bench. You're right. I mean, Fagan Foster's only listed at about 6'3", but he plays like Charles Barkley. He reminds me a little bit of Charles Barkley.
Yeah, or for you older guys, Adrian Dantley. An undersized center who.
But he uses his body to box out and to draw contact, and he's really, really physical and tough. And he's going to be, the star within the game to watch for Juan Diego. There's no question. There's a lot of X factors, though. You look at Fagan Foster, you look at Tyler Bennett, and say, okay, how many can they drop?
Right.
But last night we saw, both teams have some other guys in big moments on a big stage step up. Who will those guys be? You expect the unexpected. We'll have to wait to find out.
Absolutely. All right, we get closer, I should say, to that tip-off. And I tell you what, you just got the feeling it's building in this building, and we're about ready to go as the Dixie Flyers will wind up their warm-ups, and I'm still looking for the Soaring Eagle to come flying on out here as we get ready for the opening tip.
Real quickly, if you missed the earlier game, Andy and I were over there at Canyon View High School for that consolation game. Logan did beat Desert Hills, and it was a 18-point performance for Rylan Jones. That freshman from Logan dropped 26, 32, and then another 18 today as they take 5th place. Congratulations to Coach Turley and the guys. They just couldn't get it going. Too many turnovers, and Logan gets the victory. That update brought to you by Hearst Ace Hardware. And then, of course, if you're just tuning in, Snow Canyon Girls State champs. Congratulations, Coach Roden and the girls on the Snow Canyon Warriors team.
And that was no gimme. They had to come back and take it right out of the hands of the Lady Reds of Cedar City. Well, both teams now have left.
We have a blue color scheme for both teams. So if you look around the arena, I would say
blue, huh?
85% of the folks here are dressed in blue. Of course, the seats are red, so that offsets it. But it's kind of a patriotic day here at SUU.
A little more open seats than I would have thought. But, Cedar just got done playing Snow Canyon, 2 close proximity teams. Juan Diego does not have near the fans in this arena that the Dixie Flyers have.
Absolutely. I think the rest of the fans are out driving around trying to find a place to park because I said it was packed.
Yeah, what happens when SUU has a packed game? There's nowhere to park. We think we're going to have our national anthem.
Wait, see, let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be right back.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
For just $4, Get a double cheeseburger, a spicy chicken sandwich, fries, and a Coke. It's the heavyweight champion of deals. The $4 Real Deal, only at Carl's Jr. All the flavors of a great steakhouse, now on a burger. The Steakhouse Thick Burger. Onion strings, blue cheese, and A1 sauce on 100% Black Angus beef. Only at Carl's Jr.
With internet service from Centracom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why Centracom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit Centracom.com today.
It is a good day to be alive in the STG. You would have lost your mind!
I could not believe he didn't. Southern Utah's connection to the world of sports is Sports Radio 97.7 ESPN. Southern Utah's home for the best in sports includes local high school games, Dixie State University, the NBA's new look, Utah Jazz, plus the best of the National Football League with the worldwide presence of ESPN to the Devin Dixon Show every afternoon from 4 to 6.
In times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Centracom can help. We've got the business class services you need for less. With the fastest small business internet speeds available today, the reliability of 24-hour network monitoring and superior tech support, and our commitment to grow when you do with scalability that's both fast and flexible on our own fiber optic network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit Centracom.com today.
Logan Regional Orthopedics provides excellent care. All the resources available.
Having a full-service hospital so close is very helpful.
I think our level of caring and expertise set us apart.
We've stayed current, and we've demonstrated that we are certified.
We offer patients the ability to treat almost anything here in the Valley.
Everybody is committed to providing you the best quality of care to allow you to get back and doing the things that you want to do.
Logan Regional Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, healing for life.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with Centracom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Centracom.com to learn more.
Of the starting lineups. In fact, I may introduce the entire teams from both sides, which I enjoy. I'll just say it. I like to see it. I mean, every kid on the team has contributed throughout the years. At least kind of nice to have them say at least, there you are. Let's give your name, and the folks can applaud.
Yeah, some kid maybe has worked his tail off in practice all year. Maybe played JV and gotten like 3 minutes all season long in varsity. But you know what? He deserves the credit because he has worked his tail off all year long in practice. So it's kind of cool to introduce the whole team for these two squads.
Yeah, both teams do have good benches. I mean, they'll go 8, 9, maybe even 10 deep. You know, depends on the feel the coaches have for what type of game, you know. Guys get in foul trouble, that affects it. Guy have a little off shooting night, give another guy that can maybe come in and spark you a shot to get more extended minutes. Got to be ready to go, and that starts with your work ethic and practice all season long.
Right. You know, we think about a guy like Caden Elsey, Mike, who really didn't play much before Christmas.
Right.
And he just kept working hard, and impressing the coaches in practice. And son of a gun, biggest games of the year, he's in at crunch time making plays.
And they trust him, and he has responded completely. And I'm sure every team has those kind of players who can step it up at any time. When you put the pressure on, they're the guys you're gonna go to and bring them in. And you never know. You can have injuries, you can have sickness, you can have just whatever foul trouble. And those guys sitting on the bench got to be ready to come in and say, "Coach, give me the ball."
Sure, appreciate the locker room bringing you our pregame show. They have everything for athletes. 514 North Bluff. Of course, Camping World bringing you our keys earlier and our Sunrise Tire coaches' comments. We love our sponsors. This is our final basketball broadcast of the year, of course, but we'll take a little break and get baseball going a little bit later on this spring. Should be a terrific Region 9 race in Southern Utah again this year.
Yeah, Pineview will try to repeat in baseball as state champions, but if you remember, Desert Hills Cedar were right there at the top with them. Snow Canyon finished strong as well. I know Dixie with a new field wants to make some noise, get back into the playoffs. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, and don't count out Cedar. Cedar's got a lot of, well, I mentioned it, but I've got a lot of good teams, right?
Yeah, it is going to be a lot of fun. And to our viewers along the internet, of course, we are excited about each and every school. We're kind of very partial to 3A. We love it. We like what goes on across the state, and it takes great teams from all across the state, literally north to south, east to west, and we've got a couple of great ones here. Of course, Dixie from St. George, Juan Diego from the Salt Lake Valley area, and they're going to go head-to-head.
You know, Mike, talking about classifications, 1A and 2A are almost exclusively rural. 4A and 5A are almost exclusively urban or suburban schools. 3A is the one classification that has a really good mix of all that stuff. You got Juan Diego and Draper right there in the middle of Salt Lake Valley. You've got Dixie in a semi-metro St. George area, and then you include teams like Morgan High School up there and North Sanpete. And I mean, it's a great mix of personalities, teams, locations in the 3A classification. I love it.
Right now, everybody getting one of those state pennants or medallions, the participation medallion. They're participating in the state championship game. I don't know where they're going to put them. They got to just go put them in a training bag or something. But a much better feeling to receive it now than if you lose this game and you don't want some little medal after.
You don't want it if you lose. No, you don't want that silver trophy either. Nobody wants that silver trophy.
That'll look good sewn on their Letterman jacket, though. They can look in the closet 20 years from now.
In about 20 years, yeah.
Remember when
I still look at mine occasionally. I admit it.
Don't we all? I think don't we all? All right, well, I think they have finished handing out all the little doodads, and we'll see where we go here. Well, we're kind of flying blind, folks, obviously, waiting to see, but I think we're getting close to the starting lineup.
They're probably going to have to re-warm up these guys, aren't they, after making them stand around and sit around for quite some time?
I doubt it. I think they're ready to go. I think they'll.
Yeah, they've been playing for 3 days straight.
And I will say, speaking of warm up, it is pretty warm in here with all these bodies, so getting loose probably won't be a problem.
I know I'm doing my calisthenics here up in the booth. I'm stretching right now. I'm excited. This is fun. I mean, a lot of people projected this matchup, Juan Diego, as we get into some of our Sky Mountain starting lineups, but a lot of people thought this would be the title game matchup.
And there is Avery Ames averaging 13 points a game, first man to be introduced. And they do alternate back and forth. But we'll take a look at that, and we'll bring you Dixie coming up in just a moment. And there's the guy, Malik Fagan Foster, with 16-plus points a game. And he's the guy that can take over a game, no doubt about it. Number 32 is Alexander Hoffman. Doesn't score a lot of points, but he's a pretty good-sized kid inside, guys, and he's going to cause some problems down low.
Yeah, I was talking with Malik the other day, and I said, your name has that extra I in there. So do I say it Malik or and his brother's the same like Khalid? He said, no, just Malik and Khalid. Don't worry about that extra I. It's okay.
There you go.
It's there, but you don't have to say it.
Esley 10, nearly 8 points a game. And finally, number 3, Matt Kitzman at, again, just under 8 points a game for Juan Diego.
Sky Mountain starting lineup hit to the sky, 6'3", 578 for tee times. Beautiful day in St. George, supposed to hit 80 today. Yeah. Make your tee times and get out and play the beautiful Sky Mountain golf course.
Well, I guarantee if one of these teams hits 80 in this ball game, they'll be the state champs.
I agree.
Malachi Otis, the point guard, the quick little guy, 7 points a game. Tyler Bennett leading the region, 21-plus points per game. He is the man that can simply take over and make things happen. The big kid down low, 8.5 points a game. Richard Guymon, and then it is James Erdley, Nate Crockett. They're kind of the go-to guys. What do you need? I'll go get it for you.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see man-to-man who gets who. Erdley maybe starts on Fagan Foster, or do you put Tyler Bennett on him initially? I don't know. That's the coaches stayed up all night trying to figure out the best equation.
I don't think I'd want to risk getting my best scorer in foul trouble early on. I'd put somebody else on Fagan Foster and put Tyler Bennett on somebody that's not as dangerous a player.
The officials aren't quite ready. Everybody else in this building is ready.
About 3,000 of us waiting on the man in stripes.
There we go. Now they are ready. It will be Hoffman jumping against Guymon. as we get set. The dark, dark blue for Soaring Eagle, the white unis for the Dixie Flyers. And this is it. All the marbles on the table right now. The tip is controlled by Soaring Eagle. Back to 10. 10 walks it into the forecourt. Calls the play, man-to-man defense. He goes in, hands it back, skip it back to 10 on the angle left. He'll drive, penetrate right inside, shot up and good by Hoffman.
Yeah, nice little give, a little shovel pass to Hoffman where he could just elevate right at the front of the rim. Nice start for the Soaring Eagle.
Yeah, and Guymon had to go help on defense, and so that left Hoffman open.
Guymon gets it out high now to Otis. Otis works to the right side, hands it to Crockett, bounce it over to Bennett. Bennett works. They're into that immediately, into that motion offense. Now Bennett's double teamed, and it was easily down to Bennett. Bennett drive shot, no good. Rebound taken away by Soaring Eagle.
They overplayed it, and he had a crease. He just couldn't finish, Andy.
He usually makes that. We call him the finisher for a reason, Devin. He usually makes that shot.
10 with the ball again. They goes to the left wing. This time it's Fagan Foster. They working around to the other side. Ames and Foster, the two big guns. But a high arcing floater up and good. 10.
Both points from Juan Diego coming in the middle of the key. They got to keep him out of the middle. That was one of our big keys we talked about earlier in the pregame show, and 2 for 2 in that category right now.
Bennett and Ersley on the near side. Now they go straight away. Crockett, he's looking down the barrel. Back to Erdley, excuse me. Or I get Easley in there. Isn't that guy a baseball player?
Thinking Howard Isley, old Jazz point guard?
No. Anyway, switch. Beautiful drop step, turn left hand, lay it in, Guymon.
That had the moves of Tyler Bennett, only with the body of Richard Guymon. What a move.
That was a quick spin, and man, he went attack mode and then finishing softly with the left hand.
Soaring Eagle up 4-2. We played 2 minutes of basketball. High post Ames goes down. Fagan Foster down underneath. Ball comes loose. Stolen away. Bounce it out. Go ahead.
I was going to say they doubled him, and that forced a turnover. Fagan Foster tried to quickly pass it away.
Bennett will drive, penetrate, challenge, put it in, count it in, 1.
There is no restricted area, even though it's down there in the paint. And he was inside the circle, but it doesn't matter. It's still a block or a charge either way. And Tyler Bennett this time finishes where he missed the first one.
That's something maybe we could bring up. Should high school have a restricted circle so guys don't get hurt as other guys go in for the hard bucket?
Well, certainly cheaper than putting score clocks with shot clocks on top of the baskets, which I would prefer to have.
Yeah.
So it is a 5-4 lead right now for Dixie. Their first lead of the game. Fagan Foster with the ball on the elbow right. Goes top of the key. Stops, pops, looks. 3 down the barrel. No. Inside rebound taken away by Guymon.
That's a manly board by the big fella.
He's blocking out, doing well as the Flyers immediately go into that motion offense. They took it down low. Turn. And tried to get it off the glass, kind of short, popped it, didn't go down, and the rebound is taken away by Soaring Eagle.
It's almost like Guymon couldn't decide whether to bank it or go straight, and he didn't either.
Ball from the corner, across and off, no good, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Dixie. I think it was James Erdley got a hand on it to knock it out.
Yeah, Hoffman snuck in front of him, Mike, and so all Erdley could do was swipe the ball out of bounds. Kind of lucky, probably didn't get it over the back foul.
5:09 to go, first quarter, 5-4. Dixie up 1 here in the state championship game. Looking to get it in. Kitzman finally does and gets the ball right back. He's deep in the corner. Brings it out high as they reset, looking for Tan up top, and they get it to him.
By the way, the question has already been answered. It's going to be Erdley guarding Fagan Foster on the defensive end.
Oh, beautiful move.
Yeah, Crockett overplayed the wing. Ames backdoor cut, and he finishes.
Ames first bucket. And a 1-point lead at 6-5 in favor now Soaring Eagle.
Looks like that old Princeton offense from the 90s, all those backdoor cuts. Nice looking play.
In the corner, and a bump and a foul charged to Malik Fagan Foster. I better get that right. He'll come all the way up here and let me know I did it wrong.
Coach Drew Trost told me, he said, Fagan Foster tends to get, well, he called him Malik, but he tends to get a lot of silly fouls early in the game. We really need to avoid that in this game.
And that one, he just didn't get to the baseline.
No, you got to let him go. Guy gets around, you got to let him go. You keep pushing, you're going to get a foul.
And drive, pull up, soft shot, good, Bennett.
And I think Andy said it earlier on Thursday. You think it's a bad shot, but Bennett makes these acrobatic leap and leaners all the time.
It's not a bad shot when number 5 shoots it. I promise you that.
There you go, 7-6. Tan up top, starts to drive, now backs it out. bounces it inside. And forcing the shot, no good, and it's knocked out of bounds. They say off of Soaring Eagle.
I think Guymon thought he might have touched that one last just by his reaction.
Did, yeah.
See, when he's the first guy down the court, he was trying to ignore what went on.
Trying to hide at the other end.
Couple of substitutions. Brennan Fabry checks into the ball game. Also in for the first time is J.D. Ahlstrom.
Soaring Eagle not really press. They take a full court man-to-man, but it's not really a press. They don't trap or anything out of it.
Drive, they bounce it out. Back in the corner, thinking about it was Erdley. And he goes down underneath, turn hard, but it won't stay down by Guymon.
I don't think he realized he was so much taller than the guy that had switched on him.
Yeah, all the way to the middle, put it up and in, Avery Ames. That's too easy. 1 point lead, Soaring Eagle, 3:30 to go.
Mr. Bennett for president, the runner again for Tyler Bennett. And Bennett already producing big numbers early on for Coach Cuff and the Flyers.
I love to play pickup ball, guys, pickup basketball, and I play with guys similar to my old age, my own age, which is kind of old. And every once in a while, an 18-year-old guy will show up, and he's so much faster and taller and better than everybody else. And that's kind of what Tyler Bennett looks like right now.
Boy, there's an inside-out game, and they knew exactly where each one was. Fagan Foster spins, kicks it out to Ames. He buries a Team Diotto 3.
Well, Ames got a bucket, and then he got a backdoor cut. Now he's hit a triple. He's really looking good.
It is 11-9. Juan Diego with the lead, looking for Bennett. Bennett kind of got run over in the middle. He recovers, comes out, gets the ball. He's on the elbow. Now underneath, kick it out. Erdley won't shoot it, comes back to Bennett.
But Guymon gave that up too quick. He had great position inside. Wow.
Yeah, in motion, he caught it and passed it right back out. He should have let the defense come to him a little bit.
Get it, hard shot. No, won't go down. And Fagan Foster with a rebound for Soaring Eagle. 2 point lead, Juan Diego, 2:19 to go, quarter one.
Yeah, appreciate Air Care Professionals for bringing you the clock all season long. You got Bryant Systems. Go check them out, Air Care Pros.
And a steal, nice anticipation on the low block there by Erdley.
You call him, Mike? You call him the Junkyard Dog? I think a Junkyard Dog would have stole that one. Yeah.
What a job he does. I said, just kind of, what do I need right now? Well, ask that guy because he'll go do it. Rebound, block, steal. What do you want? Now he holds on to the ball. Finally clears out to Otis. Up to Bennett. Bennett steps back. Reset with 1:45 to go. Crockett on the wing. Cross top of the key. Hands to Otis. Starts to drive behind the back. Step back. Pop it into the corner. Erdley gets away. Lean back shot. High off the glass and down.
Wow, and just committed to the baseline hard drive. Hanging, absorbing the contact. Nice job with the left hard bounce dribble and then getting it high off the glass. That touched the backboard way above the square, guys, and softly fell through the net.
We're going to say he planned that to bounce it that high off the backboard. And is that foul on Fagan Foster, Mike?
You know what? They're not putting it up on the board.
His reaction would tell me it was on him because he kind of put his hands up like, really, me?
Shot up and in. Erdley with 3 points, and it's a 1 point lead, Dixie.
They must have given it to someone else. He doesn't have it one up on the board. Nice looking move, though, as they going the other way. Challenged the big guy and shot it over Guymon.
And who got the shot? I was looking at the board.
That was Fagan Foster, the guy we were just talking about.
That's his first bucket, actually, of the game. Excuse me, says Bennett. I need that ball back. He's got 9 points, guys. 9 out of the 14.
And that crossover was sick, but the finish in between two defenders even better.
Pretty good defense in it, but the ball is tipped out and taken. Tan wide open. 3 across and off. No good. And the ball is loose. We should have a travel, I thought.
Oh,
but it's going to be a reach and a foul instead.
Yeah, I think they're going to call Caden Elsie.
Yep, you're right.
Looked like both Flyers on the double team were just going straight up. Maybe they just stepped in with body too close with the bump because it really looked trapped, nowhere to go. I didn't see if he shuffled the feet or not.
I don't think we can trust our scoreboard list because they have Fagan Foster for 0 fouls.
I know.
I know he committed one of them early in the game.
It was on number 33.
And there's an over-the-back foul on Brendan Fabry, number 33. The previous one was on him?
Yeah, yes.
All right, he's got 2 then. 41 seconds to go here in the quarter.
How would you guys address, Mike, the quality of play so far in this championship game? Worthy of a championship?
Yes.
Yes, I think so too.
End of story. I think it's great so far.
Both teams really playing well.
Yep. And the Flyers more than likely now will try to run this clock down for a final shot. Way out high is LZ. He'll work it now back on the near wing.
Yeah, if they come up and extend, though, guys, you got to blow by and try to score. I don't think you strictly have to hold. That's been their mantra all year long, though. They like to make every possession at the end of the quarter count and not give an opponent a chance to score back.
Okay, and right toward the end, they give it to this guy.
Yeah, now it's down to 12 seconds. Let's see what happened. He gives it up, though, on the angle to Otis, who backs it out with 8 seconds to go. Round a high post down, kicks it in the corner. Elsie, he'll penetrate. Runner off the glass is good.
Going hard to the left and then hangs it back to the right, and then a little flip shot off the window. Kiss it home, Caden Elsie, my oh my.
That teardrop made the other team cry.
Here you go. Lead at the end of one. It's 16-13 Dixie. We're back in a minute.
For just $4, get a double cheeseburger, a spicy chicken sandwich, fries, and a Coke. It's the heavyweight champion of deals. The $4 Real Deal, only at Carl's Jr. All the flavors of a great steakhouse, now on a burger. The Steakhouse Thick Burger. Onion strings, blue cheese, and A1 sauce on 100% Black Angus beef. Only at Carl's Jr.
Is a good day to be alive in the STG. You would have lost your mind.
I could not believe he didn't. Southern Utah's connection to the world of sports is Sports Radio 97.7 ESPN. Southern Utah's home for the best in sports includes local high school games, Dixie State University, the NBA's new look, Utah Jazz, plus the best of the National Football League with the worldwide presence of ESPN to the Devin Dixon Show every afternoon from 4 to 6.
And we welcome you back. Southern Utah University, the side of this year's 3A State Basketball Championships. Snow Canyon out of St. George, the women's champion. We're about to find out who the men's will be.
Appreciate Southwest Diesel, one of our great sponsors, the originators of high performance for diesel engines. And how about Tyler Bennett's first quarter performance? I knew he'd be clutch and ready to go. He's been phenomenal.
9 of the 16, yeah.
Him and Ames really leading each respective team right now.
Remember, I think he missed his first shot, too.
And a nice give and go. The pass way out, and then diving down low was Otis. Nice return pass, lay it up and in.
You got Dykes and Larkin in off the bench here for Coach Cuff.
Plus you have Elsie in there, so.
You're right.
Got reaching a foul.
Yeah, Larkin got some key minutes. Because, Guymon he's a big guy, and he can't stay out there all game long. Larkin came in and gave some key minutes in that semifinal game last night. I thought he played big, even though not a ton of stats. He was just really important in there.
Well, the Bears' front line was very athletic, very long. Even Zach Harrop played a couple stints in that game.
Yeah. And the free throw rattles home.
And maybe that'll get Fagan Foster going. A little bit of a slow start.
Yeah, 1 bucket, 1 free throw, 3 points to this juncture.
A lot of game in front of him, though. He is certainly a great high school talent that'll be next level.
2 for 2 from the line. It's a 3-point lead again at 18-15. Flyers break it into Bennett. Bennett will come back. Skip pass over to LZ. LZ penetrated down low in the corner. Larkin looking for help to come back up. And now they work the perimeter. It's a matchup zone 2-3. By the Soaring Eagle. LZ. Dykes for 3. Short off the front rim. No good. Rebound Tan.
Missed it. The only spot where Dixie didn't have somebody crashing for an offensive rebound opportunity.
Tan goes in. Pops it back outside to Fagan Foster. Now he runs. Try to wrap the pass around, and it comes loose. Taken away underneath by, I believe that's Dykes.
Yeah, Connor Dykes with the steal. Uh-oh.
Wow.
Dykes passed up in a wide open 3.
Bennett down low.
That's why.
Little half hook good.
That's why you got Tyler Bennett down low and they feed it to him. That baby hook again. He can score in so many different ways with different body angles.
Yeah, always keeps the shoulders and above under control.
Out to Ames. Ames to 10. Straight away looking down a barrel. No shot. Ames Underneath, they triple him up, and that leaves a man wide open, and now a foul and a 2-point bucket.
Head fake got Larkin up off his feet, and then a little bump, and it's an and one.
And he left Hoffman too early. They tripled Fagan Foster, but they did it too early, and that left him a lot of open passing lanes on his left and his right. There was actually a guy open for a three-pointer on the other side. He made the right choice and got it underneath.
2017, and now to the line goes number 32, Alexander Hoffman. 2 buckets, 4 points in the game. And the free throw's no good. LZ up for a rebound.
LZ and Otis, the guard line, helping out in the rebounding so far in this game.
Ball comes inside. Now they bring it back out as they set up. LZ says, I got this, guys. Cross top of the key. Looks left. Comes back right to Bennett. To LZ. Around the horn to Otis. Again, working on that 2-3 matchup, trying to get it inside. They do. Back up, down the barrel, 3-ball off the mark. But the rebound to the floor picked up by Dixie.
Yeah, James Early on the offensive glass.
5:40 to go in the first half. It's 2017 Dixie. Looking inside to Larkin. Nope, decides not to. Kicks out to Elsie. Boy, you notice everybody, even the fans, were kind of settled down, waiting for the next big movement. Let's see who gets them up off their seats. Elsie will step up, kick it to the right wing, back to Elsie. Penetration, thought the 3 there by Otis. Now he backs off. Bennett's alone in that deep corner. They got to be careful because they got a pretty good guy. Now they get it to Bennett. He goes in, ball is blocked, taken away.
He got rear-ended by Fagan Foster. It looked like no call.
And we got a travel violation.
Maybe a makeup no call, huh?
Great trap. Otis over there converging. They both stood their ground. He tried to go through him and couldn't get cleanly through him. And he took not just 1 extra step. I think he took 2 or 3 trying to get through that split.
Crockett, Guymon back into the ball game now for the Flyers. Larkin and LZ go to the bench. 4:58.
And really go back to that baseline miss by Bennett. He didn't compound it by trying to reach in and foul. He just played on, and they get it right back. It's just a heads-up veteran play.
Inside turnaround, 15-footer, too strong, no good. Rebound, Hoffman.
Not unhappy at all with that shot. That's James Early's shot, that 15-foot mid-range jumper.
That was perfectly on line, about 3 inches too long. As Tan down the right side, can't get the shot off, kicks it back to Alstrom.
And Dixie's staying with the man-to-man defense.
Pretty good.
Look at the way Shielding aims, trying to force him to go left. Bennett knowing he's better going right.
Tan gets the ball, gets away, pull up 16, no good. Rebound, hauled in by Otis. And the Flyers off and running. Get it to the baseline, nice feedback, open look. Otis, deep shot short, but the rebound Flyers. Boy, penetration there, inside kick out, long ball. It's good by Crockett.
Huge Team Deotto sales 3. That's what you get. Quality, selection, price at 514 North or 488 East St. George Boulevard at Team Deotto. Crockett right there, the extra pass frees him up and he hits it.
3:58 to go. Let's take a 30-second break. 23-17 Dixie.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centricom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centricom.
Hi, welcome back, Southern Utah University. As we mentioned, 3:58 to go on the Air Care Professionals clock here. Dixie with a 6-point lead, but Soaring Eagle with the basketball. Out high, Alstrom. Dump it down the left wing.
Ball double dribble.
Yeah, should have been. It was not called. Skip past Ames on the wing. He comes back out. Alstrom down the barrel. Shot across and off. No good. And the rebound saved once again. On the baseline, Alstrom will penetrate, but can't get the shot away. Pretty good reaction by Dixie. Fagan Foster drives, and what have we got?
Oh, man.
Boy, got a foul. I believe that's...
Well, this has been a long possession. Offensive rebounds, keep going, and keep fighting, and then a little bump foul. there's been a lot harder fouls earlier in this game so far than that one. Dixie fans booing a little. They didn't like it. Juan Diego will take it.
I thought they called that on Malachi Otis. It is.
That's what they're blinking on the scoreboard. That's surprising. Well,
Bennett was standing with both hands on his head like I didn't mean to, and he guessed he didn't. 3:20 to go, 23-17. Ames in, kick out, 3-ball on and off, no good. And the rebound is ripped away by a Soaring Eagle. And they left Ames alone. The shot is no good. Crockett with a rebound.
Long rebound. There were only Juan Diego players waiting for it, but Crockett chased it down. Good rebound.
Coming up on 3 minutes to go.
I might try to find a little design play to spot Crockett up again. He just hit that last triple. Get him open again. He's a good set three-point shooter. Inside
to give it back, drive, wrap back pass. And we got a foul on the pass.
I don't know too many big guys that they got those long strides like that and really had a pretty good look at the basket. Would have been contested, but then they pass the ball. I wouldn't have passed. I would have shot the ball right there. I know Devin would have shot it from out in three-point land. So,
and I can't see from out there, so I'm out of that one. By the way, that was the second foul on Fagan Foster. Ball comes in the corner to Erdley. Erdley cleans it out top. Otis faces the bucket. Now they reset with 2:39 to go here in the first half. 23-17 in the state championship. Otis gets by his first man, drops it back, nearly taken away. And
use a timeout,
scrum. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. They couldn't get it. And it'll be a jump ball and alternate possession, Soaring Eagle.
Such a tough catch for Guymon. It was just offline a little bit, but he turned, went and got it, trying to keep that possession alive, but just had nobody to pass it to, and eventually we got that jump ball.
So the Soaring Eagle down 6 with 2:18 to go. Inside ball slapped at, nearly taken away. And now we have a foul on
Tyler
Bennett.
Boy, that's a tough call for Ty Bennett because he was chasing after a loose ball and really got to the ball first. And usually when you get to the ball first, they're going to call it on the other guy.
Not so this time, say the officials.
Only his first personal foul, though.
Right.
Yeah, that's a long game.
Boy, Ames, offensive foul.
Look at Coach Cuff's reaction over there, guys. You watching Coach? He's into this game. He's all fired up, man.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have an ISO camera on Cuff the whole game long. I imagine he gets quite a workout during the season.
Where's the NFL? They have the coin flip cameras. Where's the coach camera here,
Well, he was part of that Lone Peak team. He's won a state championship, but he hasn't won one yet at Dixie.
Although his brother will remind you that he won 2 at Lone Peak, Rob, when he was coaching. So,
and on they go. Flyers with the lead. Bennett, he goes right, spin to the hole, put it up and in.
Spin cycle, and then the finish ability. I don't know if that's a word, but I don't know how he made that play. Unbelievable. Tyler Bennett for president. Hashtags floating around Twitter.
145 up there on the air care.
That's a long hashtag, guys. That's a long hashtag, Tyler Bennett for president.
Bounce. Ames, top of the key. He looks for help. Swings it back out. Ball is tipped and knocked into the seats. Good hustle again by LZ.
A lot of teams keep track of that stat, deflections. Coaches love deflections because they disrupt the other team's offense. Coaches just love that stat.
Well, and notice what's happening. Dixie's continuing to play solid offensively, but their defense is ratcheted up, and Juan Diego's having trouble scoring. It's an 8-point lead all of a sudden, and it's kind of snuck up on us with just 1:32 left in the first half.
Well, I don't have the number, but I'd say it's probably been 4 minutes since Juan Diego scored.
They've got exactly 1 bucket, 2 free throws here in the quarter. Ball comes in to Stephen Price, who's in the game. Ames drives, pulls it up, dumps it in the corner, 15-foot. No, and LZ with another rebound for Dixie.
Well, look at the lineup Coach Trost has got on the court. He's looking for somebody to provide a spark right now. Yep. He's got a lot of bench players in there.
And a timeout taken by the Dixie Flyers. Looks like they wanted to make some adjustments.
Rolling Stone timeout. You're home for Decorative Rock on Sunset Boulevard.
30-second break. We'll take it. We'll be back in 30, 25-17 Flyers.
Logan Regional Orthopedics provides excellent care. All the resources available.
Having a full-service hospital so close is very helpful.
I think our level of caring and expertise set us apart.
We've stayed current, and we've demonstrated that we are certified.
We offer patients the ability to treat almost anything here in the Valley.
Everybody is committed to providing you the best quality of care to allow you to get back and doing the things that you want to do.
Logan Regional Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, healing for life.
Well, the Dixie Flyers an 8-point lead with 1:13 to go here on the Air Care Professionals clock, first half.
And it looked like Bennett out there stretching out, but he's back in the game right now.
Yeah, they were looking for, they called a timeout, I think. One of the reasons was to get him back in the game. And they have it. And we may see a lot of time taken off the clock right now.
Yeah, I always surmised a minute is too long to hold the ball in high school basketball. There's too many variables and too many mistakes can be made, but Dixie's actually been really good at it this year.
Yep, that shot is off the mark. No good. Good inside rebound. Guymon feeds that out front.
Was that supposed to be an alley-oop, guys?
Wow.
Or a shot?
It was a shot, but Guymon, how did he get that rebound? Go gadget arms to go get it.
He is so long, and he's just getting much, much more aggressive. Bennett will move the ball. Feeds it back once again, Elsie. Elsie with 30 seconds to go. Now we're pretty sure they will hold for a final shot. Elsie with the ball. Everyone else is just saying, go, go, Elsie.
Well, he's got handles just like Otis does. They got incredible skills.
And you know the plan is to go in at the very worst up by 8. Hopefully 10 or 11 if you're a Dixie fan.
Now here comes the play. 8 seconds to go. Back to Bennett. Bennett looks, drives. Pull up, fall back, 15, no good. And a rebound run down in the corner by Juan Diego. And so the first half comes to an end.
Tyler Bennett is human after all, we just found out.
He did miss a shot.
I thought he was going to take his shirt off and show us a big S, big red S.
Branded right there, huh?
What a defensive performance, though, in that first half. And I'm going to go down and see if we can get Coach Cuff's comments. I know they've got the academic all-state, so with 4 Flyers, they're going to stay out on the floor. They're not going to have a lot of time to chat in the break.
All right, the halftime is underway. 25-17 in favor of the Dixie Flyers.
When you think about how many points Juan Diego scores on the season, you know, they're up in the mid-60s per game. And to have 17 at halftime. Now remember, Canyon View actually did a really good job against them yesterday and held the Soaring Eagle to 47 points and for the entire game. But boy, just kind of one-upping them and saying, hey, look what we can do. The Dixie Flyers holding Juan Diego to 17 points in the first half of this basketball game. And there you see, Mike, the all-academic team starting to line up. And yeah, that's 4 Dixie Flyers in uniform down there for the all-academic awards. You know, Mike, when I played, and it's been a long time, I'll admit it was the early 80s when I played high school football, we really didn't study during football season. We didn't do anything except play football. And, you know, and to see these guys, and it's basketball season, I didn't play varsity basketball, but to see these guys do what they do with the studies, knowing how hard their schedule is, practice after school, games 2 nights a week. In the preseason, they're playing 3 and 4 times in a week. There's road trips where you're missing 3 or 4 days at a time of school and you have to make up the homework. It's absolutely phenomenal what they're able to do with the studies in season. Amazing.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And what you're hearing for those on radio, those on TV or on the internet can see, but these are the players from Dixie State because there's a huge crowd here for the Flyers, and we just saw the 4 players. And there's a lot of other, we want to give credit to all who are there and make this team.
I wish I had the little bracket thing that tells us all their names. We'll have to pull that out before we leave. But yeah, impressive. I think Cedar had a player. I think Snow Canyon, well, I know Snow Canyon did, Brock Staley. Although his name is, thank you.
Boy, we get some stats there. Very good.
First time this weekend we've actually gotten a stat sheet. It's kind of nice to have, actually. Yeah, Brock Staley, his name is Nathan B. Staley. Middle name is Brock. Of course, his dad is Nathan, so he goes by Brock. And talk about the class of a young man. He came up and thanked us.
He did.
During the broadcast yesterday for covering them this year. And that's a class move.
That is a huge class move. We're kind of filling a little bit of time waiting for Devin Dixon to be able to talk with Coach Cuff of the Dixie Flyers. And that'll occur right after we see this. And now the applause for these guys. Job well done to all of these academic players. As we watch Coach Cuff head over to Double D Devin Dixon.
Well, they're going to get a picture done. So Devin's going to photobomb him, right?
Let's see if he jumps up in the
That's
back
actually,
there.
I don't know if you've caught these on the internet, Mike. Adam Matthews is down there. He's the guy filming them. He's been doing a special kind of documentary filming Dixie all year long, been hired by the coaches and players. Let's go to Devin now.
We got to double team him. We got a guy on him, and then we got a guy behind, so he can't beat us on that penetration. He's all right hand. He's got to, we can give up that pass. We're going to do a better job on getting down and helping on the lower side, but our kids are doing a good job. I'm proud of them.
What are you going to adjust other than that? Any offensive?
Just hopefully keep a game in our tempo and adjust it and keep the momentum going our way, and just stay positive.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, bud.
Some Sunrise Tire coaches' comments from Coach Cuff. Back to you guys.
I appreciate that very much. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be back more coming up. Halftime. Here it is, 25-17 Dixie back in 2.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
For just $4, get a double cheeseburger, a spicy chicken sandwich, fries, and a Coke. It's the heavyweight champion of deals. The $4 Real Deal, only at Carl's Jr. All the flavors of a great steakhouse, now on a burger. The Steakhouse Thick Burger, onion strings, blue cheese, and A1 sauce on 100% Black Angus beef, only at Carl's Jr.
With internet service from Centricom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why Centricom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit Centricom.com today.
Is a good day to be alive in the STG. You don't lost your mind.
I could not believe he did. Southern Utah's connection to the world of sports is Sports Radio 97.7 ESPN. Southern Utah's home for the best in sports includes local high school games, Dixie State University, the NBA's new look, Utah Jazz, plus the best of the National Football League with the worldwide presence of ESPN to the Devin Dixon Show every afternoon from 4 to 6.
Certainly appreciate InfoWest helping us with our halftime update here tonight. InfoWest brought the internet to Southern Utah. Check them out, InfoWest.com. We're here at the half once again. I think a surprising 8-point lead right now for the Dixie Flyers, but they certainly are getting it done, and in particular, Tyler Bennett, 13 of the 25, so just over 50% that young man has produced.
Real quick, before we get into our Wilkinson stats, I did want to mention there's been 10-minute halves all tournament long in every single game until this one. They put 15 so they could award those all-academic players their plaques. That actually helps Dixie a lot because they stayed out here, didn't get much rest. Now they get to go in the locker room, take a drink, maybe take their shoes off, listen to the coach for a minute.
I agree. Well, this is it. They're wrapped up. Nobody waiting in the wings. Come on and play next here. All right, I'm going to give a quick rundown on the stats brought to you by Wilkinson's. Great place to shop there in St. George. Leading point producer, no doubt about it, Tyler Bennett, 6 of 9 from the field. He has 13 points here in the ballgame. Nobody else that close, but he's got some support. Nate Crockett with 3, James Early with 3, a bucket for Guymon for 2 points, and a bucket each, Caden Elsey and Malachi Otis, total of 25 points here at the half.
They made 11 out of 22 field goals in the first half, which is, if you can shoot 50% in a basketball game, you're very, very happy. The one surprising thing, they've only shot 2 free throws. Dixie, you're pretty good at getting on the line normally, 2 for 2, so they're 100% there for what it's worth.
Well, and the other thing that's surprising to me, guys, is one day only 1 of 8 from the three-point line. They just did not shoot it well from beyond the arc in that first half.
Yeah, and they're 7 of 18 overall, so they didn't shoot it well anywhere, Devin.
Yeah, 17 points on the board. I mean, this wasn't a lot of production.
Point in the first half. Isley Tan with a bucket for 2. 1 point, Matt Kitzman. Let's see, 1 point for, no, that's not right. I'm looking at rebounds, excuse me. 4 points for Malik Fagan Foster. That's a key right there. This guy averaging over 16 a game has 4. Avery James with 7 and Alexander Hoffman with 4 points. You guys said it. Only 17 at the half. That's a credit to the Dixie defense.
Hey, just got a text, and thank you so much to Coach Larson of Pineview. They had 2 academic All-State players, and we certainly should mention Tobin Smith and Tyler Johnston. And Tyler, what an athlete that kid is, huh?
Yeah, watching.
Athlete and a brainiac.
Yeah, watching the state drill champs right here. This is the Dixie Jetettes. They just won a couple weeks ago the first ever drill competition for Dixie High School. Can the basketball team join them as state champs? That'd be kind of a fun little 1-2 punch, huh?
Of course, Dixie, maybe we're hoping they could play a Logan in the championship game like in football and get some revenge that way. But
had to get him in the first.
They got him in the first round. That's good enough, I guess.
A win's a win, guys. Come on. All right, here at the half, again, an 8-point lead for the Dixie Flyers. And while we have just a second, and you actually, Devin, asked the coach, what do you do? He said a few things, but I kind of got the feeling he said, we're going to keep doing what we did in the first half.
Yeah, he had to be really pleased with Tyler Bennett's performance, but nothing surprises Coach Cuff when it comes to Tyler Bennett. His work ethic, his scoring prowess, his mental approach to the game, his defense. I mean, he was in passing lanes. He was making plays on both ends of the court. But 5 other players scored in that first half. Nobody had a bunch of buckets other than Bennett, but everybody else was contributing, and that's kind of been the storyline all season long. The big question mark for Juan Diego is Malik Fagan Foster's back bothered him just a little bit. He looked like he wasn't moving as well, didn't look as aggressive, only 1 of 4 from the field in that first half. Ames did his thing. He tried to carry the load a little bit.
Well, now Fagan Foster might have been sandbagging me a little bit last time, but he said, I'm fine. He says, actually, my hip kind of hurts because he saved the ball over against the scorer's table in that game last night. But he says, I'm fine. I'll just ice it down. I'll be fine. So I think health-wise he's okay, unless he just didn't want to share with me.
Well, I mean, he did play 13 of the 16 minutes. He only sat out for 3 minutes. So obviously he's out there, but is he 100%? Maybe just trying to kind of let his other teammates step up. He did drive and dish and try to set up teammates. They just weren't knocking down shots.
Yeah, he's a talented player, and certainly I expect him to play better in the second half.
All right, at second half, just a couple minutes away. Let's take a final 2-minute break. We'll come back, get ready for tip-off in half number 2. One of these teams in two quarters will be the state champion in 2016. Here at the half, 25-17, Dixie leading over Juan Diego. We're back with more in 2.
In times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Centricom can help. We've got the business class services you need for less. With the fastest small business internet speeds available today, the reliability of 24-hour network monitoring and superior tech support, and our commitment to grow when you do with scalability that's both fast and flexible on our own fiber optic network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit Centricom.com today.
Logan Regional Orthopedics provides excellent care. All the resources available.
Having a full-service hospital so close is very helpful.
I think our level of caring and expertise set us apart.
We've stayed current, and we've demonstrated that we are certified.
We offer patients the ability to treat almost anything here in the Valley.
Everybody is committed to providing you the best quality of care to allow you to get back and doing the things that you want to do.
Logan Regional Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, healing for life.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with Centricom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
For just $4, get a double cheeseburger, a spicy chicken sandwich, fries, and a Coke. It's the heavyweight champion of deals. The $4 Real Deal, only at Carl's Jr. All the flavors of a great steakhouse Now on a burger. The Steakhouse Thick Burger. Onion strings, blue cheese, and A1 sauce on 100% Black Angus beef. Only at Carl's Jr.
All right, welcome back, Southern Utah University, as we get set for the second half. I want to go back to a couple of quick statistics here. I was just looking at this down on the bottom here. In every category, the reason I think it's an 8-point win is this. Points in the paint, Flyers 12-8. Points off turnovers, 10-0. Second chance points, 3-2. The Flyers get that one and bench 2-0.
And you heard Coach Cuff when I talked to him. He said we want to keep the tempo where we want it, and it's more uptick. They want to keep getting out and trying to go. And Juan Diego didn't get an opportunity to really try to push very often because Dixie's transition defense was great, and they were making more shots, so that didn't give them as much opportunity. Dixie was able to rebound and run, get some steals, and get out and try to push ahead. So points in the paint, transition buckets, sure, Mike, that's a big advantage for the Flyers. They want to see more of that. And Juan Diego has got to make some adjustments to try to slow that down.
Well, and that's one of the things Coach Cuff said as you interviewed him at halftime is tempo. We can want to keep playing at our tempo. And, Juan Diego is used to getting out and running. They're used to hitting the transition three-pointers, getting the dunks, with an unguarded basket, and they really haven't gotten any of those.
All right, we're just seconds away from the start of the second half of action. And frankly, right now for Juan Diego, they're going to have to regroup quickly. For Dixie, it's an attempt to keep it going as it has been.
Well, and we don't want to push any panic buttons, Mike.
No, absolutely.
Remember, Juan Diego was ahead by 13 in last night's game, and Candyview came back and got within 1 point in the last minute of the game. So, those leads are not safe. It's certainly not an 8-point lead.
I'm not counting out anybody or anything. The Flyers come out, and they have made one change at the start as they're starting LZ instead of Crockett here in the second half.
Yeah, his speed and his ball handling, he's probably a little bit bigger and taller, too, than Crockett. Crockett's going to see his minutes, though. There's no question. He hit that big three, and certainly a little minor tweak, though. Coach Cuff's got to do whatever it takes to find a way to win a state title.
All right, Flyers have the ball to start the second half. Bennett way outside. Goes top of the key to Ease Erdley. Back out Bennett. Now to LZ. LZ working the ball. Dixie they'll take their time. They're a very patient team. Starting to drive, LZ dumps it toward the corner, but getting a hand on it, knocking it out. Fagan Foster.
Yeah, he's got quick hands. It's going to be interesting to see what happens to Malik at the next level because he's really got more of a guard's body or at the, maybe a small forward or a two guard. Going to have to be a lot better shooter.
Little give and go, and it goes. A pass came into the big guy, Guymon, and then Bennett just took off down the baseline, got it back, and laid it up in the air.
What a great helper. Just a little shovel pass right across the lane, and it was perfect to Tyler Bennett, and he knows what to do around the rim. Just finish.
Wow.
Yeah, 7 out of 10 from the floor now for Bennett. And what is that, 3 for 3 from the line as well?
Yeah, 2 for 2.
2 for 2, absolutely.
2 for 2.
And he's got 16 points in the ball game. 16 out of the 28. And right now, Flyers running 7:25, though a lot of time that's to go in the third quarter, and obviously a whole lot of time coming. Jumper from the wing is no good, tipped out, taken away. They flip it ahead to LZ. LZ bounce past. He gets it back as they decide, no, can't quite get it in. Not a bad move right there.
Yeah, good decision. Juan Diego was back. It would have been a tough play.
Well, LZ could have tried to go one-on-one, but he had the bounce pass to Erdley, but he didn't have the angle to attack. Right. That's the veteran experience of this team. James Erdley, smart pull out.
Bennett, Otis, LZ out high right now for the Flyers. Bennett penetrates over top. Oh, and a catch. And then he laid it clear over the basket, Richard Guymon.
That's a new play they added for Stansbury last week. They were talking about it, but the timing was a little off on that. Guymon jumped before Bennett was ready to pass.
Across the top of the key, Ames give it back straight away. 10 to Ames. Inside, they double him up. Forced the shot, no, but a foul on Richard Guymon. That's just his first.
And that's a mistake by James Erdley. He tried to come out and get in front and gamble on a steal, and the pass was perfect, and that means Guymon has to rotate over out of position, and he gets tagged with the personal foul, and Malik Fagan Foster will shoot free throws from the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line.
He is 2 for 2 in the game.
He had a big offensive rebound in that game yesterday, which was followed up by 2 big free throws after he got fouled against Canyon View. That basically iced the game.
Free throw, no good as it rattles out of there. That's his first miss. He's now 2 out of 3 from the charity stripe.
I asked him about that offensive board. He said, Coach told us to pretend like our teammate is going to miss every free throw and just go get it. Paid off.
It did. Second one's up and in. It's a 10-point game at 28-18.
Just a reminder, we got more games. I mean, this is it for high school basketball. We got Dixie State's home finale tonight at the Burns Arena. A lot riding on that game at 7:30.
Elsie all the way coast to coast goes by, but it is knocked away. Coach screaming for a foul, didn't get it.
Alstrom, really good defense there against the speed of Elsie.
I really thought Elsie was going to look for a dish as he got close, but he was shooting all the way.
He was. Turnover, give the ball back to the Soaring Eagle high post, and we got an offensive foul, and that's number 3 on Alexander Hoffman.
One of the Juan Diego coaches just threw his clipboard to the floor in frustration after that offensive illegal screen.
Didn't look like a lot of contact. I kind of caught it out of the corner of my eye. Did he just chip him a little bit?
Yeah, and it freed the shooter is what it did. It was an illegal screen that freed the shooter and would have been a 3-point shot, an open one.
6 minutes to go in this quarter up there as they go backdoor, and it's a bad pass taken away by Ames. Ames, they double him up. And now that's a tackle.
Oh, and Guymon hit his head,
Holy
guys.
Smokes.
Guymon back of the head hit the court as he came down.
Ames is hurt.
Yeah, but he tackled him from the backside. That's an intentional foul, in my opinion.
I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you.
I don't think they're going to call that, though.
Common foul,
wow.
You're right.
To me, unbelievable. He was behind him. He reached out with both hands, grabbed him around the legs. But you're right.
And Elsie made a mistake. He tried to lob it to Bennett, and Bennett it was blanketed. He had to throw that at the rim for Tyler Bennett to have any chance. And then obviously Ames getting out and running there.
He's hurt.
He hurt his knee, I think, a left knee. They're looking at him down at the end of the bench.
One or the other. You're right.
I thought it was maybe Achilles area.
So they're looking at him on the end of the bench there. Ball comes out high. Flyers with a 10-point lead, 5:35 to go. Inside, they drop it back to Crockett. Crockett hands to Otis. Malachi out near the half court, starts to drive behind the back. Still with the basketball, now dumps it in the corner to Guymon. Guymon loses the ball. He was trying to back his way in. And now we're going to have a travel situation on Bennett.
He lost the ball. I don't know how he could have traveled. He didn't have the ball anymore.
Well, great double team. Alexander Hoffman came over, and Guymon was in trouble. He had to get rid of it. Not a good spot to pass it to Bennett. It kind of put him in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Coach Cup maybe should have used timeout there, or Guymon should have used a timeout. Got plenty of them.
J.D. Alstrom is in to go down underneath, backdoor.
Beautiful. Beautiful. High down
now
to low.
Foul called as well.
Yeah, and one opportunity.
I really feel like Dixie's doubling too early on Fagan Foster. Wait till he starts to make a move and then bring the double. They're coming so early that it's leaving Hoffman wide open underneath. And that's an easy play, really.
And he finished with the left hand from the left side, which is his shooting hand.
Shot is no good. The rebound comes loose. Dixie finally comes up with it. And they hustle at the other end. Hammered down.
Oh.
And Coach was out there in a hurry. He says, stay down, buddy.
Are you kidding me, Guymon? What effort.
And there's no foul called either.
He tried to hang on the rim to protect himself. His hand slipped off, and he just hits his shoulder hard on the court. And he just hit his head earlier. Man, talk about this kid getting banged up. But what a pass and what a finish. Richard Guymon, that's an Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game nominee. Unbelievable.
Now they're sending both teams back to the benches as they continue to take a look at Guymon. Guymon's sitting up, and he actually stood up right after all that went down.
But he looked a little gimpy when he did, Mike.
He did.
But you know what? I think he's okay. I think they're just making sure he's got his wits about him and everything. That was a scary play, but about the athleticism of the big guy to sprint up the floor and then still get that dunk in there. And, he was up there in areas where the three of us have never been in the stratosphere to throw that one down.
Yeah.
He's walking off under his own power.
I got up that high once, but I had to take the elevator off the building. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
I love the fact that he dunked that, though. And if he could have got a little higher on the rim, he would have been able to hang on the rim to protect himself. I think that swinging motion, but his hands just flat out slipped off. Love to see that replay one more time.
So after all of that, it is Soaring Eagle ball. It's a 10-point lead, Flyers. Into the game, by the way, is number 20, Tanner Larkin, in for the big guy.
Yeah, we'll really find out how bad Guymon is hurt by how long he sits out.
Right.
Because he is integral to this team.
And a reach and a foul whistled on the Flyers. And it's going to be charged to...
As exciting
Must be Larkin.
As exciting as this game is for Flyer fans, which there's a majority of them here, I mean, Juan Diego's only down 10 and still a long way to go.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through the third right now as they work it around to Ahlstrom, back out high to Tan. Tan to
Dixie in a zone now, Mike. 2-3 zone.
They have switched out, haven't they? Drive inside, jump pass out, long Team D out of three is good by Ahlstrom.
Big bucket.
And that's why we can say don't panic, it's a long game, because Juan Diego has the ability to do that over and over and over.
And why did they get that? Because they got to the middle and then got the beautiful kick out to spot him, set up three.
There's a foul on a reach on Tan. That's just his first foul.
14th foul, Mike, and we're headed toward the bonus, probably late third quarter or early fourth.
Early fourth. 3 on Dixie, so a lot of fouls to this half. Bennett with the ball out high, and Fagan Foster comes out on the defense. Bennett goes by him, splits it, puts it in, and gets fouled.
I don't care. You know, I know Fagan Foster's a great athlete, but if he doesn't get help on those, and there was no help until really late, nobody can guard Bennett one-on-one on the drive like that. I mean, it's hard to guard anybody one-on-one on the drive like that when there's not a ton of help.
And Bennett's, 18 points now, guys. He continues to just pour it in, and there's a long way to go.
Yeah.
Is that 4 fouls on Foster or
That's
Hoffman?
on Hoffman. Yeah, it is.
And he'll have to sit down.
And he's on the bench. Not a happy camper right now. Bennett to the line. Bennett 2 for 2 tonight. 3 for 3 now as it's up and in. 18 points in the game for Bennett. And we officially reach the halfway mark. Actually, I guess it's 19 points. They go underneath. Wow, Dixie falls asleep because Fabry was camping in there, just waiting for the pass. Got it, laid it in.
Larkin got a little lost on the D that time. And easy bucket.
3:45 to go in the quarter. Long pass to Crockett. Crockett will bring it out high and clear it back up top to Otis. In the corner, shot off the mark, no good.
Maybe that's
had a good look.
Maybe that's the legs there, the elevation, and he just didn't quite get it to the rim.
And there's going to be a foul again on Larkin. Larkin got there late, tried to offer some help, but he just got caught up in things.
And that's the first time, I think, in this game that I've seen Fagan Foster with a little fire in his eyes.
I was just thinking the same thing. Is maybe he's ready to turn it on and start to try to carry his team. Got to the middle again and drew the contact.
Yeah, he forced the action, and he really gave the ref no choice but to whistle a foul on the Dixie Flyers.
And he stepped up and hit the free throw. He's now 4 out of 5 with 6 points in the ball game.
Guess who's back?
Who's back and listen to the crowd.
Mr. Richard Guymon. After that.
Nice little sportsmanship. I don't know if you noticed, Brendan Fabry just kind of thumped him on the chest and said something like, welcome back. Got a grin out of him.
Good point, Mike. I love sportsmanship. That's a really good thing. I mean, two teams playing for all the marbles, but yet, hey, glad you're back. Glad you're okay.
Yep. 6-point lead right now for the Flyers. So the Soaring Eagle not going anywhere. Otis gets away, feeds it down low, but it's off a Soaring Eagle out of bounds.
Whew, trying to thread the needle on the two-handed bounce to Guymon, who was thinking maybe get up, fly, and two-hand flush it again.
Ball comes in, shot short, no good. Bennett had it, pushed it, wouldn't stay down.
They ran that set inbounds to Bennett all year.
Doubled up in the corner, stolen away by Elsie. Elsie, great anticipation. Under 3 to go in the quarter, 6-point lead Dixie. 33-27. Otis in the corner. Dykes back to Otis and clears out to Bennett. Now Dixie will set the offense. Goes in, fakes, then just turns and kicks it back out.
Yeah, everybody just collapsed, didn't they?
Yep.
That was 1-on-5 by the end.
There it is again with a slam dunk and a foul.
Think he's okay, guys. The baseline slam a jam, a Guymon up high. Rim shaker.
Now, anytime you spread the defense and they're out there extending it to half court, that we see on the replay, foul him across the arm on the play. But anytime they extend the defense out there and you can penetrate and get past your guy, that means the bigs have to come to you, and that leaves that baseline wide open. And Dixie's been running that play all year long.
And how about Caden Elsie, the steal at one end and then the whip pass to find Guymon.
And Guymon hits the free throw. 7 points tonight for the big guy.
Another AWP playmaker play of the game nominee, guys.
Wow. And he'll sit down.
Take him out for a minute. And actually no bigs in the game. No Larkin, no Guymon.
Yep.
For Dixie.
They're going quick. They're going small. And he's going to the hole. He can see. I think he actually saw that, Andy and Devin, when he got the ball. He goes, hey, there's no big guys out there. I'm going down the lane.
Yeah, Guymon's out. The other tall guy, Larkin, he's out. I think he'll take it to the rack.
He went all the way. It didn't stay down for him, but he'll step back as the foul is given to Zach Hara. And a free throw's good. 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. He's 6 out of 7. Well, they decided, that didn't look so good. Let's get a big guy.
Out for 4 seconds, wasn't he, or 5 seconds?
I don't know. He's right back in. He being, of course, Richard Guymon. 2:16 to go in the quarter. That shot is no good, and Guymon, what was that?
Oh, lane violation.
Have
to reshoot it.
Here's a freebie, folks.
I've been kind of wondering about that all game on both teams. There's a lot of guys sneaking in early.
And he hits that one, so
I thought Fabry was in early that time.
It's 36-29. The lead is 7 for the Dixie Flyers. They've led most of the way in this one. I believe Soaring Eagle had a 4-point lead early. Elsie looks it back. Long pass down to the baseline. It's off of Soaring Eagle and out of bounds. That's a scary pass. It kind of looked like Elsie expected Guymon to go a little bit more to the hole. He was kind of holding back.
Yeah, the Eagles led by 4. They led 4-0 the first minute of the game.
Okay.
That was their biggest lead.
It'll be out of bounds. Dykes will inbound the ball. To get it into Elsie in the corner. Back to Bennett. Bennett will penetrate. Gets it inside. Kick out. Wide open look. Too hard. No good. Up top the rebound. And we've got a reach and a foul on Soaring Eagle.
And 1-1 now. Guymon will shoot the front end from the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. That was a designed alley-oop that turned into a designed three-point set shot that turned into an offensive rebound and a foul for Guymon. Dixie, though, crashing the glass. And Guymon went up in between two Eagles to get it.
Yeah, and either one of those, the alley-oop or the three, would have brought this 95% partisan Dixie crowd to its feet.
Free throw coming up now for Richard Guymon. He's 1 for 1, and he misses that one.
Good board by Fagan Foster. As much momentum as it feels like Dixie has, you keep looking up at the scoreboard, and Juan Diego's right in this game still.
Amen. I agree with that one. Fagan Foster has it. He looks for help. Dumps it now all the way in the corner to Price. Back out Fagan Foster. Well, they're almost daring him to shoot long. Instead, they go down low. No good. Rebound Bennett.
Back Bennett down. He had to give up the shot because he wanted to commit the foul and just left short.
Bennett all the way to the hole, high off the glass and good.
Oh, man, he just turns on the Jets about half court by you and then finishing with a soft finger roll.
Wow. I mean, he was up there on that one.
I almost expect him to reach out and slam it. I mean, he looked that way, but nice job. Little kiss off the glass. And there's a three down the barrel. Again, Fagan Foster says,
big time shot.
Still here.
The big time shot. Fagan Foster right down the barrel. Tan finds him with a pretty little one-handed pass, and bingo.
All right, let's take just a 30-second break. We'll be back. We're just seconds away from the end of the quarter. 38-32, Dixie back in 30.
is a good day to be alive in the STG. You lost your mind!
I could not believe he didn't. Southern Utah's connection to the world of sports is Sports Radio 97.7 ESPN. Southern Utah's home for the best in sports includes local high school games, Dixie State University, the NBA's new look, Utah Jazz, plus the best of the National Football League with the worldwide presence of ESPN to the Devin Dixon Show every afternoon from 4 to 6.
What a game we are being treated to right now. It is 38-32. The Flyers up by 6. They've led most of this game. But I think our comments are absolutely spot on, guys. I'm not betting on anything yet. This is anybody's game.
Well, you and I did a national championship game at the junior college level in which Dixie College trailed by 18 early in the second half, came all the way back and won that game and won the national championship. And, you know, ever since that time, I've really been a believer that don't count any chickens until they're strutting around with their feathers and squawking at you, Mike.
Appreciate Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, a proud sponsor of tonight's game. Dr. Cody Johnson and staff make your kids feel right at home. And if your kids are cavity-free, they get tickets for big prizes, 628-0511.
It's like the soaring eagle moving into a trap. Dixie will work it way outside. Bennett on the angle, midway the corner. So they look at inside, now come right back out. Dixie willing to run some clock because there's only 30 seconds to go in the quarter. They would love to get a bucket here and then go to the break up by at least 6 or 8.
Yeah, really haven't made any mistakes in this trap either. Dixie's really taking care of the ball.
Yep. Long pass down in the corner. They bring it right back with 15 seconds to go. Bennett now looks at the clock, looks for help, dumps it back down to Dykes. Skip pass over to LZ. As they have 5 seconds remaining, Bennett will penetrate, give it back. LZ lay it up and in.
Oh, Tyler Bennett just so calm, cool, collect. One-handed whip pass to LZ, and LZ had a buzzer beater back in the end of the first quarter. He gets another one here off the window with a soft touch. Flyers by 8.
8 minutes on the clock. We'll take the break. It's 40-32. Dixie leading over Juan Diego. Back in a minute.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centricom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centricom.
Logan Regional Orthopedics provides excellent care. All the resources available.
Having a full-service hospital so close is very helpful.
I think our level of caring and expertise set us apart.
We've stayed current and we've demonstrated that we are certified.
We offer patients the ability to treat almost anything here in the Valley.
Everybody is committed to providing you the best quality of care to allow you to get back and doing the things that you want to do.
Logan Regional Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, healing for life.
8 minutes up on the clock. The ball belongs to Juan Diego. They have it to start the fourth. Down 8 to the Dixie Flyers as Tan goes right to the top of the key. Now goes high post. They kick it back to Tan. Little runner floated up, no good. And a rebound tipped and taken down by Bennett.
Yeah, to end the quarter, of course, that great pass by Bennett. How can you not blame Juan Diego? You know, they collapse on him when he drives, and of course somebody's going to be open because everybody's got a car. The guy that's been doing it all.
Yep. Crockett down low, underneath, in the middle of the lane. Now they got to kick it back out again. Flyers working against that trap. Bennett underneath. And now they do make a mistake, but it's run down by Otis. Otis back in the corner. Having a little bit of trouble right now, but a great penetration. Down the lane, floated up and in, counted one.
They wave off the shot. I can't believe that.
Come on.
They did. Watching the replay here, Bennett contact, he's shooting in motion. There's no reason in the world that I can figure out, Andy, why that doesn't count as an and one opportunity for Tyler Bennett.
I was watching the coach cam, which was me actually. He went flying down there, and as soon as they waved it off, he just turned and got a drink.
They had even put him on the board. The scoreboard had put the 2 points up there, took him away. Now he's got to shoot 1 and 1.
He says, okay, I'll do it this way. And Tyler Bennett now 4 for 4 from the line.
22 points.
Wow.
Looking for 23 from the fabulous Freddie's foul line.
Bennett takes his time, pumps it up and in. And the Flyers get their double-digit 10-point lead back again. 7:10 to go on the Air Care Professionals clock. Boy, it got very, very quiet. Did you notice that here in the gym? I was, what's going to happen
Well, this is
next?
the point in that game where it's going to either turn into a blowout or we're going to have a run and it's going to be close.
That should be a travel. I thought they're going to call a jump. Does it belong to Dixie?
Yeah, Fagan Foster went to the floor and then got kind of halfway up.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do that. Once you're on the floor, you have to stay where you are or it's a walk, although referees interpret that rule a whole lot of different ways.
Yes. What does it mean to get up again?
Well, I've seen guys rolling over on their butt cheeks and still not getting a call, and that's totally illegal.
Ball comes in the forecourt. Bennett skips it, and they get it back out, cross to Bennett. Bennett will penetrate, goes down the lane, finger roll, he got it. Did they count that one?
They had to, Mike. You can't take two away from him. He's so good. Spin move to go the middle, and then avoids the charge and gets the block as the defender left his feet.
Wow.
I know Juan Diego wants to stop the three-point shooting, but this one-on-one, this half-court trapping stuff plays right into the kind of game that Tyler Bennett has. He likes to finish around the rim, and it's like they're saying, hey, we want you to show us what you can do, and he's doing it.
I agree. Why don't they drop back into a zone?
Pack it in, yeah.
They did that earlier in the first half, and Dixie was having a lot more trouble getting to the rim.
Tan will hand it back, and we've got a blocking foul. They're going to call it blocking foul.
Yeah, Malachi Otis thought he got there in time. Very close call, tough call in basketball, of course, a charge block.
He gave a little shoulder shake to Fagan Foster as if to say, you hit me with your shoulder. I'll just say Malik wasn't buying what he was selling.
Bennett scored the last 5 points. Juan Diego really needs to answer.
Outside, he drives again, lean-in shot off the glass, no good. Ball tipped up, taken by Bennett. Bennett goes around three of them. He's going to go all the way to the hole. It will not stay down. The tip, no, but a foul on the shot.
I think it was on the first shot, right? Not the tip?
I think so.
Bennett will not be denied in this game. He is on a personal vendetta to just get to the rim every time he touches the ball.
Every time I've talked to Tyler this year, the topic always comes up. He's brought it up. Really, we got bigger fish to fry. We've got that bad taste in our mouth. We've got to move on. Our goal is to get back to that game and fix it this time and win it.
First miss from the free throw line after 6 consecutive. He's got one more coming up, and he nails that one, so he gets right back in the saddle. And it's the biggest lead of the game at 14, 46-32.
And Juan Diego's got to start a run. They got to start a run here soon. They're still within striking distance, but they've dug themselves a pretty big hole. Team capable, though, of coming back.
Alstrom, they go down to underneath. They double team and kick out Tan. Tan will step in, 15 down a barrel, good.
A really good decision to hit that mid-range jumper.
At a timeout.
Yeah, Dixie taking away the three-point shot and Guymon in the middle. That's really where it's going to have to come, is the mid-range stuff.
I'll just keep it here, 5:52 up there on the clock again, our Air Care Professionals clock. We appreciate all of the sponsors who step up and make our broadcast possible.
Yeah, hopefully we get 55 points. We're on track. Dixie with 46, so we can get that Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert for all our fans driving back to St. George from this one or listening to our broadcast. You can head over to 25 Main as soon as we get to 55 points. Andy, is it going to happen?
Oh, yeah.
9 more?
Oh, yeah.
Confidence over here.
Well, he was right last night. We'll see if he's 2 for 2 on his predictions.
Yeah, we're gonna be getting some cupcakes with the little Oreo crumbles on top at 25 Main. Thank you, Holbrook Asphalt. And you know what? I have to work late. I never get there in time because they're closed. We're going to get done here. Guess where I'm going, fellas?
25 Main?
25 Main.
He's on a cupcake run.
Dang right. Take the whole family, too.
There you go. 46-34. Now a full court press. They extend that trap into the backcourt. Flyers still got to get it across the timeline, and they do. Jump pass into Bennett in the corner. He's bumped, no harm, no foul.
Oh, it's a break. It hit the rim.
It did, and it came back out to the Flyers. LZ. He'll penetrate, turns, kicks it back out to Bennett. 5:25 to go in the ball game. LZ fakes the pass, now goes cross court to Otis. Tight man-to-man as they go inside. Nice feed off there. Standing was Erdley saying, okay, I'll lay it in for you there, big guy.
That's the second shovel pass Guymon's had in this game. One to Bennett, now one to Erdley. Perfect.
Inside kick out Ahlstrom for 3. It's off the mark, no good. And a rebounding foul, I believe, is going to go against Erdley.
Yeah, Fagan Foster got it with 2 hands, and then he tried to swat it away, and he got him on the arm there. That's the right call, and now 1-1 for Fagan Foster.
We're going to have
so
5 solid minutes of free throws now, guys.
Yes, we are.
Kind of hate this about basketball, and I know there's not a whole lot we can do about it, but I hope it doesn't become a free throw shooting contest.
Free throws good by Fagan Foster. He now has 6 consecutive and 8 out of 9. 8 of 9.
Well, you know how it is, Devin. I mean, in these big games, you need your stars to take over sometimes.
9 out of 10. He hits a pair more.
Yeah, the clock stops. You get 2 points. You're back within 12. Don't count Soaring Eagle out.
Skip pass across the top to Bennett. He bounces it deep in the corner. Double team, back to Bennett. Bennett hesitate, inside kick out. LZ says, no, I'm just going to bring it out. We're going to run some more clock off.
He's a good shooter, too. Could have hucked that one up there, but they don't need the points as bad as they need to use the time.
Bennett feed it inside.
Hammer. Ooh.
Yeah.
And again, Bennett creating opportunity for Guymon. A lot of contact there, but
I think Hoffman just fouled out.
He did.
If that's on him, he's done.
And it is. He was yelling for the travel.
Well, I didn't see a travel.
I didn't either. And the coach is asking for it, but neither one of them are going to get it. And sitting on the bench is going to be Alexander Hoffman. He'll foul out with 6 points.
He was a heck of a player on their football team, Mike, and he's going to have, a nice life, I'm sure, and finish his studies and go off to college and make something of himself. But this is it for his basketball season.
Yep, that'll wind it up. I'll tell you what, he doesn't score a lot of points. He only averages 1 or 2 a game. But he's aggressive. He's strong. He's frankly kind of mean down there, but he's the kind of guy you like.
And he has a very good basketball body. Big, strong, tough kid.
And the free throw comes out of there. No good by Guymon. 4:35 to go in the game.
And this is the hope for Juan Diego now. They've got to force turnovers, and they got to hope Dixie misses free throws because there are going to be a lot of foul shots here late.
Guymon got the second one. Guymon 2 out of 4 with 8 points in the game. And they take Guymon out. They take LZ out. They bring Dykes and they bring, where are we at? Looks like
Larkin.
There he is. Tan straight away with the ball, moves to the left, steps back, still has it, goes inside, and the ball is taken away down low.
A little too unselfish. Fagan Foster should have shot that ball instead. He tried to pass, a little underneath pass, and got tipped away.
4:12 to go in the ball game. Bennett angle left, way outside. Now moves to the dribble, penetrates, but kicks it into the corner to Dykes. Dykes back to Bennett, who clears it up top. Otis down the lane, and they give it on the base to Connor, and he drops it out of bounds.
Larkin comes in off the bench, and he's just not, hands aren't up. And with Otis and LZ and Bennett, when they get to the middle, you got to be ready to grab that pass at all times. And it's a quick pass, but he has a lane if he can handle it.
Absolutely. 3:58 to go, 49-36 Flyers.
And that's a little bit of an opportunity. That's a rare turnover. Dixie has not turned the ball over much in this fourth quarter at all.
Ames will drive, goes to the left hand, lays it in. Again, they're not done. Avery.
Yep.
Ames, jump pass into the forecourt. Cross-court pass, and instead they bring it back out again.
Dixie's got to be careful not to get too conservative. If they have a window to score, I think they got to continue to – they can trade points right now. But, hey, at the same time, they've built this lead. They do want to run clock. It's a fine line you walk.
Bennett, I don't know if you saw him, turned to the official, and he pointed at his hand. The other guy had a hold of it.
He's got his arm now. He's holding on to him.
And that's what Bennett is saying. Get this guy off me.
Is that Ames?
Yeah, and what he did is he put his hands straight up in the air so he can't hold him anymore. But, man, you can't have Tyler Bennett running around with his hands straight up to keep him from grabbing him.
Might reduce his speed a little bit.
But smart for Ames to maybe play some mental games. Remember, he left injured. He's back out there. Maybe he's a little hurt, so maybe he's trying a little mental psych job kind of thing.
Gamesmanship there?
Yeah.
It's the 10th foul, so 2 free throws coming up the rest of the way for Dixie. To the line, Otis, good. That, by the way, is his first free throw in the game, and he's only got 3 points.
You know, Mal, they call him Malachi Otis, and talked with him yesterday a little bit. And, you know, he looks like this cute little impish guy, like he should have a high squeaky voice, but Malachi's got a manly voice. He's obviously, you know, a grown man at this point, 18 years old. And he'll tell you how it is. He's not afraid to tell it like it is.
And he's shooting it like it is right now as he hits a pair. Dixie up 51-38.
Well, only, 4 points for Otis, but, man, he's had a great floor game today.
Yep, he and Elsie have been spectacular out front.
Out high, Fagan gets the pass off backside. Shot is missed, and the tip out to the Flyers.
Oh, that hurts because Fagan Foster broke the defense down and made a pretty behind-the-back pass of the defender.
Bennett has it. He'll go right down the middle, dump it off, and reverse it this time. Counted and one.
Wow.
I thought he was going front side for the dunk, and Richard fooled everybody. Went backside with the reverse layup.
Well, what a find again. Every time a Dixie guard gets to the middle, Guymon gets a nice little gift wrap pass to finish at the rim and try to go get that old-fashioned three-point play. That was pretty. Guymon's in like all of our AWP Playmaker nominees plays. He's had like 4 nominees because of the guards making plays with the dribble drive.
And Bennett went to the bench.
He'll be out for about 10 seconds.
Little refreshment there. Shot up and in, by the way. It's good by Guymon.
16-point lead. They had just cut it to what, 11, 9?
Yep.
I think it was they cut it to 9, so 5-0 run. 7-0 run?
In the backcourt, Ames nearly mishandled it. Picks it up, drive in the lane, lean-in shot, no good, and they're going to call a foul on the shot. So Ames will go to the line.
Good job by Ames. I know he's been dinged up in this game and really hasn't had the kind of game he had hoped he'd have in the state tournament, but you know, there's just enough time if they can play perfect basketball to get back into this thing, and you do it by forcing the action. But you got to make your free throws, Mike.
Yeah, a must at this point. 9 points in the game for Ames, and back in is Elsie. Out goes Hera.
Appreciate Morgan Pest Control, our 50 for School sponsor. They've told me they're going to do a big bonus if there's a state championship, so appreciate Morgan Pest Control, and make sure you call them and get your first 3 sprays for just $50. They've donated over $15,000 last 4 years as part of our partnership.
Flyers with the ball, bad pass stolen away, nearly stolen back, and grabbing the ball and calling a timeout was Fagan Foster.
Love his heart, love his determination, great anticipation.
Got a 30-second break. Let's take it. 2:37 to go on the clock. We'll be back. Dixie 54, Juan Diego 39, back in 30.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
All right, welcome back. 2:35 to go in the game. Long three-pointer out the front of the rim is no good. They kick it out, and the reverse side shot, no good. Rebound battle for, taken away by Bennett on the baseline. All alone, flush.
Dunk, air, Guymon delivers for the Flyboys.
56-39. The shot was missed at the other end. 10. He hits the Team D auto 3.
Had to have that one. That silenced the crowd momentarily.
Bennett jump pass, nearly a bad. Now it is taken away. It's off the foot. Trying to run it down. The Dixie Flyers. They get the ball back, getting kind of scrubby underneath, and now a foul. And the shot was up and good by Fagan Foster.
Great job by Ahlstrom down on the court. Was that him in the corner? And then Fagan Foster finished. And look at the grit from Fagan Foster.
Yeah, he realizes it's all on the line right now.
Uh-oh.
And
that's Tyler Bennett, isn't it, down there on the ground?
Yep. He says, I'm okay, guys.
He's so tough. He's tough.
He says, I'll even run off the court to show you I'm okay.
I recently had an accident, had a bum knee, and I can tell you that you think it's okay, and it stiffens up on you, and that hurts, man. But Juan Diego, no quitting him, Mike.
No.
They are giving everything they can, especially that guy right there, Fagan Foster.
He steps up, free throw, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row, and 10 out of 11 in the ball game. Dixie State pass it into the forecourt. Oh, they throw it away.
Guymon thought he had an alley-oop, but I don't know if he thought he had Bennett over there or what, but it was Nate Crockett, and Crockett's not going to get up and go get that one.
Crockett goes, hey, look at me. I don't do that.
I'm 5'10", not 6'8".
And the ball is tipped away from Ames. They steal it, and they lose it right back as the Soaring Eagle with the ball. Now it's ripped out of his hands. And they're going to call a foul on the reach on Crockett, so Nate gets his second foul.
And that's what you want if you're Juan Diego.
Yeah.
Clock stop, chance to put points on the board.
Guys, if this score holds up, I just checked the record books. This will be the first Dixie basketball state championship since Don Lay's team won it in 1970.
Whoa!
You checked the record book. You asked me, didn't you?
I asked you, and then I went to verify.
And I said what?
Since the 70s.
1970 is what I said. I cheated. I looked it up yesterday.
Oh, you did?
The lead is down to 10. It could be single digits with a free throw by J.D. Ahlstrom, and it is. 56-47, full court pressure. And guess who's back in the ball game?
Tyler Bennett?
Yeah, bad pass. And a shot and a foul, and here comes Juan Diego.
And one opportunity, Mike. They have continued to fight. This got a whole lot more interesting, hasn't it, boys?
Yeah, they've only got about 70 fans here, but those fans are ecstatic at the moment. Now, still a 7-point game, but Dixie got to take better care of the basketball.
Well, it was a 15-point lead not that long ago. And Malik Foster misses the free throw, and it goes out of bounds. They're going to say off of Dixie. So it'll be Soaring Eagle ball.
Well, imagine this. They hit a 3 here. It's a 4-point game.
1:21 to go. Dixie's got to play some defense. Ball comes out to Kitzman. Kitzman drives in the lane, leans in, uses his shoulder, misses the shot. And Dixie comes up with the rebound.
Oh, boy, they had Guymon in the forecourt all by his lonesome.
I looked there and go, why don't you? And then I realized they'd called a foul.
Well, Andy, early in the fourth, you said this game could be determined by free throws, and it really hasn't yet, but it could down the stretch because 111, you can still see a lot of Dixie free throws, and they've got to continue to shoot solid from the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line to hang on to this lead that's now trimmed to 7.
And the Flyers will step to the free throw line.
Yeah, we watched a girls' semi yesterday. And Cedar Carbon. Carbon missed 8 straight free throws in the last 5 minutes of the game. Guess what? They lost.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Well, Eardley hits the first, though.
Yeah, so he steps up and got that one down. That's huge.
And good news, guys. Holbrook Asphalt's buying everybody free dessert. Big score dessert on it. 25 Main.
Bounce, but he got the roll up and in. James Eardley. It's a 9-point lead. 1:10 remaining in the ball game. Ames drives, hangs, spins.
Oh, LZ slapped it. Looked clean. They called the foul on Caden LZ.
Wow.
I got to tell you, Dixie, though, helping out. I mean,
quit reaching.
A layup there with the clock still running is better than stopping the clock and giving him 2 shots. And so Dixie helping him out a little bit with the reaching stuff.
Dixie
coach, it's so hard. It's easier said than done, though. LZ's a ball hawker, and he sees that ball right there and had a beat on it. But you're right. In theory, you're absolutely correct.
He hits his second in a row now, 2 out of 3 in the game for Avery Ames.
I hear that a lot from my wife. In theory, honey, you're correct.
In practicality,
yeah, exactly.
Take out the garbage, okay? Second one is short, no good. Rebound inside Dixie. Bennett comes out, and he's going to be fouled.
Almost clear path.
Yep.
Yeah, that was going to be a dunk. They don't have the clear path rule, of course, in high school.
I mean intentional.
Right.
He's grabbing him as he's going by into the open court.
It would have been either a Bennett dunk or a Guymon dunk at the end of that one because they were ahead of everybody.
A smart foul, though, because you make them earn it from the foul line. And, again, you stop the clock. You save a few precious seconds down by 8.
And Bennett misses.
There you go. That's why it's a smart foul.
Especially smart foul when he misses one.
Yes. I'm still impressed with Juan Diego's fight, man. they continue to grind every possession, working hard to stay in this one.
Bennett hits that one.
I mean, they've erased that 16-point deficit.
Quicker, they get it into Tan. Tan inside, kick out, Alston drive. Forces the pass out. Rise for three. It's across and off. But the put back, no. The second one, yes, and one.
Oh, my gosh, another Dixie foul.
They keep coming, Soaring Eagle. Man, they want it, boys. They want to mount one of the biggest comebacks we've seen in recent years. They still got some work to do. Time is not their friend, but they will not quit in this game.
1 minute timeout. We'll take it with just 46 seconds to go in the ball game. 59-52 Dixie. We're back in one.
For just $4, get a double cheeseburger, a spicy chicken sandwich, fries, and a Coke. It's the heavyweight champion of deals. The $4 Real Deal, only at Carl's Jr. All the flavors of a great steakhouse, now on a burger. The Steakhouse Thick Burger. Onion strings, blue cheese, and A1 sauce on 100% Black Angus beef. Only at Carl's Jr.
With internet service from Centricom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why Centricom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit Centricom.com today.
Well, nobody's left the arena, that's for sure. It's a 7-point game, but there's 46 seconds to go. And you guys have both said it, but I don't know what to say. Juan Diego says, we're not giving up in this one. Look out, here we come.
Yeah, heart of two champions, two region champions. One of them is going to be a state champion. Neither team wants to quit.
Alston with a free throw. Up and good.
2-possession game now.
46 seconds to go. Elsie is pinned, and he throws it away. Can he get there? Yes, and a save back. What a job.
Are you kidding me? Early.
And a shot. Oh, did you see that?
He tipped the miss in
after
the foul. Didn't count. The crowd was like, yeah, I counted it. No, that foul. But what about the hustle by Eardley?
Another playmaker nominee by Eardley. I mean, not only to save it, but to flip it to right to Guymon perfectly.
I give Guymon credit, too, because he realized I got to come to – if I stand where I am, they're going to get it. I got to come to the ball. So great teamwork there.
It's the little things like that that separate wins from losses, huh?
Bennett hits the free throw. By the way, that foul may be academic, but that was number 4 on Fagan Foster. So to the line goes Bennett. He got the first, looking for the second right now. Got them both.
And Juan Diego doesn't have to just start jacking threes, but it sure would help if they could get one here quickly.
Yeah, Ames quickly into the forecourt. Backs, give it to Tan. Out to Malik Foster. He'll step in, go all the way to the hole, lay it up and in.
You'd rather give him the 2 than give him the 3.
And no foul, so the clock is still running.
19 seconds to go. And all alone, hammer dunk, and that should just about do it.
Cuff wants a timeout. Flyers can feel it. They can taste it. What a dunk by Mr. Guymon. Again, Bennett racing ahead with the beautiful helper ahead of everybody.
You got to gamble. When you're down like this, you got to trap, you got to press, you got to hope they don't get through it. The speed of Bennett, though, gets through the trap, through the double team, and then they find a big fella all alone. And let me tell you, Richard Guymon alone is an automatic dunk every single time.
That's his 3rd dunk of the game or 4th.
It's a lot.
He has been just hanging on the rim. They're all two-handed monster dunks, too. And boy, oh boy, Tyler Bennett's got 30, Guymon's got 15. They have 45 of the 63 points. What a dynamic duo in the title game.
Unbelievable job. And I tell you what, we saw 2 teams with great hearts. One got the big lead looking good. The other says, we're not letting you take it and walk away. Come all the way back. But then the Dixie Flyers says, well, wait, we got to take control. It's not over yet, but an 8-point lead at this point looking pretty good.
Yeah, just seconds left. I think 13.5 is the official number, and it's obviously it's going to be tough for Juan Diego. But man, you got to gamble. You got to gamble when you're down like this, and if you can get a turnover, and they got a couple, and it got them within 6 points.
Yep. So the Soaring Eagle will take it out all the way down at the other end. 13.8 seconds. They get it in. Ames drives. He should pull up. Now he goes all the way to the hole, and they let him go, and he lays it up and in. They call a timeout with 7 seconds to go. I don't think there's a play that's going to give him enough.
No, I mean, you know what, though? We've seen strange things happen. And, you know, you get a steal and a three, a timeout, and another steal and a three, and you could tie this thing up. Obviously, Dixie's job is to take very good care of the basketball.
Absolutely. We're not going to break away. We just don't want to miss anything here as we take it down the stretch with, again, just a few seconds remaining. That'll be Dixie ball out of bounds underneath the Soaring Eagle bucket. Can they get away? I'm thinking about Dixie and get it over the top, or are we going to shoot some more free throws? Either way, I don't think it's going to be enough. So Dixie will take it out of bounds, and it looks like Zach Harris into the game. In fact, it's 5 new guys in there, Andy.
Yeah, Dykes and Larkin.
Yep.
Can't see who's over there behind.
Is out of bounds. And
maybe
it is Crockett.
The all free throw team, maybe?
Might be. So 7.1 seconds remaining. Flyers basketball. They get it in, and he just says, yeah, come and get me, says Crockett. I'll be all right.
Yeah, 2 seconds go off, and now really you make one free throw and the game's over because you got a 3-possession lead if you make one.
63-57 is our lead right now. Earlier today, it was the women of Snow Canyon High School getting the state championship. Looks like we are going to get a double Region 9 state victory. There it is.
Yeah.
And let's see. No, that's not the first. He has a 3-pointer in the first half. That's his 4th point of the game. Make it 5.
And we'll count it down. I imagine Juan Diego's going to go up, fling one up, and that'll do it.
Yeah, Malik Foster will pull up on a deep 3. Back 3 in. State belongs to Dixie.
Look at the jubilation down there on the floor. Again, 1 year ago, almost to the day, this team lost to Pineview by 3 points, I think it was, in the championship game. And they have had that game on their mind, in their hearts, in their thoughts every single day for the last 364, Mike. And here they are now, cutting down the nets in the state championship.
And what a game. Gutsy performance. Flyers took control and then kept control. As, again, they were challenged. And I tell you what, I take nothing away from Soaring Eagle. They came here and laid it all out. A little bit maybe beat up, but they held in there. Couldn't get over the top, however, as the Flyers. 65-57.
Do you recall, did Juan Diego get closer than 6? Did they ever get down to 4?
So. No, I think it was 6. I think you're right.
In the 4th quarter, so good effort by Juan Diego to try to climb back in this thing. And, you know, I go back to kind of one of the things we were talking about in pregame, Mike.
All right, let's go down.
Guys, I'm here with Tyler Bennett. Tyler, tell me what you're feeling right now, buddy.
I don't know. I'm excited. I've wanted a basketball state championship since I was little. I mean, and if I'm going, it's exciting.
Multiple state championships for you. How does it feel to get another ring?
Oh, it's awesome. It's always fun to get a ring.
Tell me about those morning workouts with your dad and what's the payoff really feel like? Describe what you're feeling.
Well, I just knew if I could do what I did. I practiced every morning, and I just knew I put my time in, so I deserved to make shots.
How are you able to keep beating their pressure defense?
Everybody just spacing the floor, Richie being big in the corner, making it so they had to step out on him. It made it easy for me.
Tyler Bennett, 30 points. Great job. Enjoy it.
All right, thank you.
Back to you guys. We'll get some more interviews in just a few minutes.
All right.
The star, Mike, right there.
That's the man right there. He got it done as Dixie gets the 8-point win, 65-57. We're kind of keeping an eye down on the floor to see Devin, and he's looking for someone else. It's like he's walking around saying, anybody want to talk to me? Now he has head coach Cuff.
All right, guys, I'm here with Coach Cuff. Look at this, baby. Look what you guys did. First championship since 1970 for the Flyers.
So awesome. I'm so happy for them. They deserve it. They've been working for this for a long time, and just happy to be part of it, and just feel all the people that have been part of it as well. You know, this is a long time coming, and this goes out to all our past players, and just appreciate our coaches and their efforts in preparing. And We're going to enjoy this one, Dev.
Take me through how hard it was to keep breaking their pressure. I mean, talk about your guards getting to the middle of the court and making things happen.
Yeah, you know what? We knew that we had good ball handlers, and we knew that we had great free throw shooters, and we just had to get to the line. And we told them that we're at the foul line at the end of the game. We're going to win this game.
Coach, congratulations. Enjoy it. Tyler Bennett, 30 points. What's it been like to coach him?
Humbling, and just very rewarding. Love the kid. Love all of them. I love them all.
Coach, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Coach Ryan Cuff, guys. State champ, Dixie Flyers, some Sunrise Tire. Coach's comments.
All right, there we have. We've heard from the coach. You've heard from one of the stars of the game. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back. We'll take a look at stats, get some feelings on the game, and we'll wind it up here. But again, what a win. 8-point win by the Dixie Flyers over Juan Diego. 65-57 on the one-loss scoreboard. Back with a wrap in 2.
Is a good day to be alive in the STG. You lost your mind.
I could not believe he didn't. Southern Utah's connection to the world of sports is Sports Radio 97.7 ESPN. Southern Utah's home for the best in sports includes local and high school games, Dixie State University, the NBA's new look, Utah Jazz, plus the best of the National Football League with the worldwide presence of ESPN to the Devin Dixon Show every afternoon from 4 to 6.
In times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Centricom can help. We've got the business class services you need for less. With the fastest small business internet speeds available today, the reliability of 24-hour network monitoring and superior tech support, and our commitment to grow when you do with scalability that's both fast and flexible on our own fiber optic network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit Centricom.com today.
Logan Regional Orthopedics provides excellent care. All the resources available.
Having a full-service hospital so close is very helpful.
I think our level of caring and expertise set us apart.
We've stayed current, and we've demonstrated that we are certified.
We offer patients the ability to treat almost anything here in the Valley.
Everybody is committed to providing you the best quality of care to allow you to get back and doing the things that you want to do.
Logan Regional Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, healing for life.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with Centricom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
For just $4, get a double cheeseburger, a spicy chicken sandwich, fries, and a Coke. It's the heavyweight champion of deals. The $4 Real Deal, only at Carl's Jr. All the flavors of a great steakhouse, now on a burger. The Steakhouse Thick Burger. Onion strings, blue cheese, and A1 sauce on 100% Black Angus beef. Only at Carl's Jr.
Malachi Otis, what are you feeling right now, buddy? State champs.
I can't even. It hasn't even hit me yet. It's crazy. We worked so hard. We haven't won one in 46 years. So this is an amazing feeling. It's more than just our team. It's so many teams before us, and our St. George is on our back, and Region 9 teams are out here. It's crazy feeling.
Talk about.
Obviously having some kind of technical difficulties down there, Mike.
We are indeed. We're sorry about that. Wish we had more with Malachi Otis. But let's just take a quick look at the score. Let me get some final thoughts. I know you need to head down onto the floor as well. And Devin continues to talk. I wish he was talking to somebody other than himself down there. But because we're going to wind up the broadcast on the internet here on the stream. And boy, I tell you, it has been a pleasure, again, working with Nate here and Centricom. We certainly appreciate them, all those that came together to make the big.
I mean, you were attacking the rim.
Well, here's that.
How did you address this game? Did you know that you were going to play a huge role in this game if you guys were going to win?
I knew I was going to try my best to. Like, they're a really good physical team that we just played. And I knew that if we were going to win, I'd have to go strong to the basket.
What do you feel?
Okay, we're done with that. Apparently, off and on. But
yeah, Mike, just real quick, my last thoughts is I'm impressed with the vision of the Dixie Flyers. They did not really let anything get in their way. They had that one little hiccup in region play, but you and I know if you go 9-1 in Region 9, in my opinion, the best region in the state, that prepares you so well for these situations. Dixie was down yesterday, never gave up. They got up today, had a big comeback, never gave up. And so, for the Dixie Flyers, they certainly deserve it. And 46 years, the championship trophy is coming back to Dixie High School.
What a job. Again, for the those watching, I know those looking in favor of Juan Diego, tough loss, a tough way to see your season come to an end. But there it is. So we're going to wind it up on that side. We're going to take a break on radio, and we'll come back and do a final look and talk about this season and wind it all up. But thanks for joining us on the feed. 65-57 for radio. We'll be back in 90 seconds.
You've been listening to exciting high school basketball action on South Central Utah sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more